Lordy! I do have to say, you know, seeing that little rainbow cat on Stream Elements looks good. Looks good. Baldy? Wait, I'm baldy? What? How am I mean, look, I've not had a haircut and all, but like, it's growing back, man. Oh, Jesus. I know you don't see my face, because you gotta let the timer just run down, so I assume you're bald. I mean, fair enough. Hair. I mean, I guess, like, you could, like, Photoshop, like, that part out, and you could see what I look like bald. I guess. I don't think it's a good look. But, regardless, ladies and gentlemen, we are not streaming from North Carolina, live from the Hammer. Trails from Zero. Penguin's wearing the tuxedos. Assuming we're bald, that's okay. Beer is in hand. Ready to go. Excited about it. I promise. No. See, you can't go promising things. That'll get you in trouble. I was going to say, like, today, progress. You see a typo under hat party. I pick one of my son's hats and where it is to amuse you. Wait. Oh my god. If that... I have to fix that right now. I have to fix that, like, right now. We are fixing that right now because those things bother me. Oh dear god, do they ever bother me. Alright. Damn it! You were so right. You were so right. Thank you for pointing that out. Ah! Thank you for finding that, by the way. That was fantastic. That was, thank you. Alright. Done. Ready. Yeah, thank you for popping on the stream. We're going to wrap it up. No, Trails from Zero, returning. Not beginning. We're like 45 hours deep. Still chapter 2. We're still doing the worst things. You know, that these junior detectives are incapable of doing anything good. I catch you after work normally. Okay. But I normally stream at this time. It's making me think. I think I had the conversation long ago. Not that my schedule really changes or will matter, but once sort of like the world turns back to normal, like the viewers that all watched me now, like because they're able to work from home, won't be able to tune on in. So it's a little like, huh. Not that I ever didn't stream at night or anything like that, but it's just, you know, obviously the older the kid gets, the better that will get. So anyways, threat letter investigation, setting aside Yin, remember Yin could be Zin, we don't know. Let's investigate Yin's connection to the I still don't know where where we're supposed to be going for that. Not wrong. Not wrong. Alright, so we're at the lawyer's office. I don't know if this is like a small child named Peter or his receptionist or what. High-use crossbell branch manager is Sally. Cowley, Mr. Grimm. Oh, that's right. We should watch yourself around him. Be careful. So yeah, we're gonna go over to the bank. What's the law in Canada about age at home for drinking alcohol? That I don't know. It's probably like 16. I don't think it's as low as like something like 14 or something like it is in some countries, but I honestly don't know. Alright, so he's just me. Well, yeah. Fact remains, Hayu's branch manager is quite the cunning man, and considering that he's behind the facade of the trade hides an enormous crime syndicate, I recommend that you all be extremely careful. Okay, we'll be as careful as possible. Yeah, that's we're done out of here. I don't know why I can't go back here. Like, what are you hiding back here? I want to know. Is it jail? Sex cauldron? I guess it could be any of those. So, I guess we're heading to the bank. Let's make our way to How You Trading. I think they're somewhere by the pier. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. I wonder if this is going to be one of those times where, like, I want to go to the SSS dorm, but because we got to go on down by the harbor, you know, hitting puberty and all, that's just not what's going to be happening. So, the IBC and Crossbill Times buildings are right in that area, so you would think that that'd be an upstanding establishment. I suppose it's no matter. No matters! Let's try paying them a visit. That's what the plan was. So, yeah, we are going to go back to the special support section area just to see if there is any new requests. So, you know, wait, we're quite literally, figuratively flying by the seat of our pants in this game. Not that I was like overly reliant upon walkthroughs or anything like that, but there's nothing on these games because these are you know, fan translated and all that jazz. Like, there's nothing. I'm off to the police department. Should be back by evening, hopefully. So that's gonna be wrong. You are not gonna be back. So yeah. I mean, where aren't you in America? What's the law? Like, is it different for each state? Is there a state that's different in America? That, like, because it's 21 across the board, right, to drink? Unless there's one different spot. That's through the Harbor District. That's not where we wanted to go. Where did we want to go there? I mean, I thought it was to the east. Alright, bring up that trusty map. Yes. North then east. To the bar? To the bar. Pick a bar? What the hell does that mean? Pick a bar, pick a bar. Oh, you mean pick a bar. Damn it. Wait. Is this the building that they're talking about? It could be. Trading Limited, yeah. A sign is fixed to the locked door. Go away! If you have business with us, please knock. Okay, well. If we're gonna leave them alone, nothing's gonna get done in this game like ever. Children aged 5 to 16 are legally allowed to drink alcohol at home or on another private premises in the UK. I keep forgetting you're from the UK. 5? Gotta start them early at the pubs. Excuse me? Is anybody there? Maybe the Queen will answer. Then we can break on into that. Hello? And who might you be? We're from the Crossbill Police Department, sir. Special support section. We're hoping to ask your branch manager a few questions regarding a certain incident, if possible. Wait here just a moment, sir. And now, we wait. Taking bets on who's gonna meet us, eh? A demon or a snake? Why not both? Why not a demon with a snake head? Or a snake with a demon head? I'll accept both. I'm with you, Tio. I'm with you. Well, look at you, the Eastern man. I do apologize for the wait. No problem. The branch manager will see you now. Please step inside. Offering all of those tree limbs. That's what's gonna get over. Thank you. Now, if you'll excuse us, pardon moi. It's actually dumb in the UK. I mean, is it? I think one would argue that, like, oh, I should be able to tell my children what they can do in their own home. Blah blah. It's gonna be one of those deals. What's with all the stairs? Door is shut tight. What's going on in there? Little hanky panky. Hey, Hannah, how are you? Hey, okay. Hey, can we go over here? No, shut tight. No, over there? No. Hey, Google. I never asked you anything, Google. So, hi. Right this way. This is the branch manager's room. I'm well, thanks. Indeed. Oh, how nice of you to finally visit. So who's this? That is not Zin. Legally, yes. Legally, you have to be 19 to drink in Canada. I'm Lloyd Bannings of the CPD Special Support Section. Pleasure to meet you as well, young Eastern man. Well dressed, I am Cal Lee. Sal Lee? Cal Lee. Manager of the Trading's Crossbell branch. And you're Lloyd. And you three must be Ellie, Randy, and Tio. How'd you... Oh, you don't think that we already know, eh? He's done his homework. Good on him. Of course, truth be told, I'm an avid reader of the Crossbell Times, and I've seen that you guys are a little bit off the cuff of it. Mesmerized by your exploits and instantly became a fan. And although boorish of me, I decided to investigate your backgrounds through various intermediaries. Is that so? Sounds like we should get this guy in the payroll for the police department. Seems he's pretty good at gathering information, unlike the shitty people we are. Make no mistake, it's an honor to meet an intriguing group like yourselves. What brings you to the office today? Do you take some issue with our business operate? I mean, no? Currently no issues, but we heard that maybe you might know a guy named Yin? Unless he got screwed up there somewhere and his name's Zin, and then we know where we gotta go. We're actually in the middle of investigating an incident involving Arc-en-Ciel. Hey, but of course, Crossbell's very own prided theatrical troupe. I've been meaning to see one of their shows ever since I came to Crossbell, but you know, work has just kept me so busy. I seem to recall them having announced their next production. Correct? Yeah, that's right. Would you like to go? You know, we as police officers, we might be able to squeeze you in there. You know, just in case you were to help us out with the investigation. Ellie, I'm the detective around here. I'll ask the questions. You know, I might call you when it needs be to around the good cop, bad cop accent. Well, very well. I shall comply with your request free of charge, of course. Wait, so you would charge me for this? No. See, this is another thing. How can a guy with this large of an office not anticipate that he's going to have a lot of people, right? One more couch would have been adequate. Eating up a little bit of wall space. That would have been it. But that's it. We're aware that Hey You main office is located in the Republic's eastern quarter, and it just occurred to me that you might actually be familiar with him due to that fact. Hey, look, you ever heard from Bob from Canada? Oh, I thought you all knew each other. That's how stupid this sounds. Impressive. Am I to assume that you're implying that I've connected? No one stepped on that. I mean, I think maybe you want to have your lawyer here for this. We haven't found a reliable lead yet, and no offense, but we left visiting your office as a last resort. None taken. So that's your game then, eh? You intend to seek any information you can. Listen closely, then I shall recall a Calvardian legend sure to reveal deeper insight in the end. Miss Rainbow Sparkles, when was your first alcoholic beverage? How old were you? 4? Teen? Never? Namian holds a particularly strong influence within the Eastern Quarter. Look at Chit Chat and Discord. I do love me a good Mei. They are good. You had that many, eh? Worf, are you drinking out of a skull? Belonged to a man named Philip. What's in it? Vodka and orange juice. It's a Phillips head screwdriver. That was really good. That was, I'll give it to you. Not that I would even take it away, so. Garbed in a mask and shawl of ebony, no one has gazed at the ass man's true face. He appears like a shadow and vanishes like a phantom. His prey has never once escaped. And though it may seem preposterous, they may even say he's immortal. Like the immortal Hulk Hogan? Bow, 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 when you're crashing down and it hurts inside. I wasn't ever invited to the after parties at prom or grad. Just show up, man. Not now. It might look a little weird if you show up now. You ever went to like a formal, semi-formal? Documents show that Yin has been operating as an ass man for at least a century, so he's an old fart. Okay. Starting to believe that either he's not human or he is literally the immortal Hulk Hogan. His rise into legend began shortly after the democratization of the Calvary Republic, and if you were to examine records, Yin's name is frequently mentioned. I'm starting to think more now that it's like a, it's probably a common name, and it's like Link, you know, from Zelda. You know, anyone that throws on the green barb can be the hero of time, I think. So it's not just linked to one person. Isn't this just a spooky legend? I mean, it could be a spooky legend. Keep the kiddos under control. No! Mr. Orlando, Yin is very real, you idiot! Damn right we yelled at the popos. Never got asked and the friends weren't going. Well, then that's when you go and make your own party. And drink all of the Smirnoff Ices in the world. That's your go-to drink, is it not? It's been a while since I've had one of those. I feel like I need to make a stop at the liquor store and get one of those. Or a Mike's Hard Lemonade, also. Been a while. And though his true identity is unknown, Zemuria's greatest ass man can be employed for the right price. And under the right conditions. It is making more sense that it might be Zin because of the martial arts, despite the fact that when I had Zin in the game last time, couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. That's why we hated him. Didn't hate like the person, just hated that he missed all the time. That's not what we're happy about there. Anyways, yes, that reminds me, while we're on the topic of Yin, I've heard recent claims of Yin having vanished entirely from the Eastern Quarter. He's accepted a hefty job from the aforementioned organization, and apparently Yin left for a certain autonomous state we're all familiar with. Damn it! We need the whales to show up with the P points. The Dennis Vargas, the Miss Rainbow Sparkles, that's the big point players. No, unless you're referring to your own organization. Oh, please refrain from comparing Hey You to that measly little local gang. Or at least that's what I'd like to say. Quite frankly, I'm more than impressed with how well they've managed to adapt to this peculiar city. Them persistent little pests have caused nothing but trouble. Hey, how about we work something out here? I will eliminate all of them for you. If you just sort of tell me what's going on for this, right? That could be a thing. Alright, just fellow business competitors. State law protects competition between businesses and free trade, you know. I wish I could give 4,000, 2,000 for me, 2,000. Well, no, you just have to... I don't even think Y2 Cloud Brent even has 2,000 P points. Highly doubt it. I mean, you could log into his account, but I don't know how that works. Has Arc-en-Ciel been caught in the crossfire between you and Ravache? Oh? Well, we just received information about Ravache's proposal for Arc-en-Ciel to perform in the Imperial capital. I mean, that's good. That is good. Shouldn't give anyone your password. That's just the life right there. I have no problem admitting that certain crowds in the Republic wish to be graced by their presence. However, our company is concerned with petty matters, such as the entertainment industry. Why exactly was the threat letter signed with the name of an ass man? Well, that's what we intend to find out. It looks like the trail got a little cold here. Thank you for the time, Cal. We bid you adieu. Well, what more are we going to get him? Oh, are you sure you're good there, Lloyd? Of course we're good. Listen to me, folks. We're done. You didn't even offer us a beverage or bourbon. Nothing. I'm upset that we did not get brown liquor. Of all places, I thought we would get it. Maybe a little bit of sake. No, nothing. We didn't get it. I'm upset about it. Oh, he might offer us it right here. I might. Hold on. Don't look so displeased. Do you recall me saying that I'm a big fan? Huge fan. Believe me when I say that was no lie. Wow, such a great actor. And I see I'm not a great actor. I'm not even an actor. I'm not part of the SAG. There's no pension coming to me. Maybe one day. You never know. You never know. I might get that tap on the shoulder of people. Something. Well, that's what I intend to do. Unfortunately, I find that's a little odd. Not that I would be included in it anyways. And this would open up a whole bottle, of goodness for these people. But could you imagine that, like, Twitch content and YouTube content creators were unionized by SAG because they would be classified, like, as being on TV? Wow. Something to think about, I guess. I wonder if they would ever do that. I wonder if that'd be even a possibility of unionizing, like, as part, like, approach something like SAG and go, like, we would like to include all of our Twitch partners as, as signing members, right? I wonder if they'd be open to that. Oh. Slam that door and locked it on up. I mean, I don't think, like, so far we don't really have to worry about these guys right now. That's not out of the realm of possibility. T.O., is those cat ears working some magic here or what? More importantly, we found out the legendary ass man Yin has managed to infiltrate the Crossbell State. No, like, so who is this Yin guy working for? Who is number 2 working for you? You get a hold of that turd, you show him who's boss. Hey, how about a courtesy flush over there? How about that? He's rather acting of his own accord. His Honda Accord. Alright. So it sounds like our only option is to catch this legendary ass man himself. And if he is, got some true things about him, like he's a true assassin operating from centuries ago, we might want to get a hold of the junior bracers. They might be able to help us out. Do the police in this fucking state do anything? Like, we're throwing around a threatening letter to someone for the entertainment district, Rixia and Ilya. And we're going to give it to the true, the commish. And you're telling me, like, throw it away, not interested? Yeah, I mean, I'm with you, Ellie. I think take it to the people at the top. But then they're just going to laugh at us and go, like, can't you guys do anything? Probably not. Oh. Maybe you can imagine. This is Zin. This guy just says that's correct. Zin Yin. You're with the 1st Investigative Division. Detective Dudley. Devon! Get the tables. I am Alex Dudley of the Dudley Brothers, 1st Investigative Division. Let's relocate. Lloyd, sometimes your stupidity is mesmerizing to me, that you even passed the detective test. That's not attitude. Can no one not agree that, you know, basically you just got outside of probably irritating the Hey You people, and then it's like we should probably not just talk about them right outside their door? I don't know what you were playing, but did you think you just waltz on in there? Not only that, but then decided to discuss the results within earshot of their building? Did we ever appear to be bright? I don't think so. We're children. Well, better tell me everything you know. I mean, if he's a cop and we're cops, why don't we just like write a report like good cops, and then he should have access to it if he wants to work on it from his end, right? Like, what the fuck is this? Like, I'm dealing with retards here. Like, honest to goodness, come on. 1st Division has been keeping tabs on Hey You for over a month already, and you're the ones who barged on into our investigation without any notice. Is that really the tooth? Oh, are we aware of Yin's existence already? Are we? No matter. Tell me everything you know. I won't hesitate. How about we get into the car, then you can maybe murder us or something. Just 2 shots back and to the left. Back and to the left. Alright, however, this is a formal request submitted to the SSS. Can we ask you that you don't tell anyone else? On with the deets already. That's an order. From Sergeant Slaughter, of course. And so, we told Detective Dudley. It's probably Spike's older brother. I don't think there was anything concrete, but it seems they finally tipped their hand. Hey, you employed a legendary assassin as a trump card in order to threaten Ravash's influence. The 1st Division received an anonymous tip with information regarding Hey You, and we've been surveilling ever since. I gotta say though, I'm impressed a group of amateurs were able to jump right on in by the thick of it and create an opening. I'm under the impression that your team is leaving Ravash unchecked. 1st Division already understands the operating procedures of Ravash, so we're aware of both the incidents downtown and how they've used warhounds. Kwama! Yes! On to 0 we are. Yeah, welcome on in, buddy. Good to see you. Long time. Has it been a long time since we've seen Kwama Pyre in the stream? Oh, yeah. How are you? Enjoying the summer, I hope, my friends? Don't think for a second that we haven't kept tabs on the cases you've been getting involved in. Junior bracers are at it again. Doing well, my friend. Doing well. Happy to have a couple days off to enjoy. The weather looks okay out there. It's going to affect the lighting in here. That's okay. If we jump on every little thing they did, we'd be running in circles. Like the Post Malone's thing. We have played 1, 2, 3. Yes, all in a row. Yep. And then we went to the GeoFront website. We got their lovely English community-made fan translation, which is where we're at this. So we're ready to roll from 0 into Azure. Good thing we got it because they were picked up by Nihon Falcom, and then they're going to release those community translations on Steam next year. So, good thing I got them first. Yes, Azure's probably next. I mean, we might take a small little break. Like, we're finishing up Persona 3, The Answer. Once that's done, I'm looking very much forward to Persona 4 Golden on Steam. And then I'm thinking Yakuza 4. We gotta squeeze that in there somewhere. There's so many games, Kwama, and you know. And then finally into the Cold Steel series eventually in the year 2046 when we get there. Detectives of the First Division are different from greenhorns like yourselves. We're charged with maintaining a certain degree of order in a city where justice has an uphill battle, as is. Dun dun. We're not exactly cheating. I do have some mods on there, so like if you're familiar, obviously, we have there's an add-on that we've thrown on that the clocks in the Desert of Doors also allows you to heal. And then we've also used one where like the cards don't move, so it's easy to get those experience cards. But right now, I'm doing grinding off stream, and I'm doing pretty good. I'm about 10 levels ahead of like what a game fac is telling me my level should be, so we're doing pretty good with it. I'm just trying to stay on top of it. So I don't want to like break it too much. You know what I'm saying? Like that's sort of the thing. It's a fine game, but the social links were hit or miss, and I didn't respect the play. No, it doesn't at all, and there are no social links, like at all. But that's what we're playing it for, is to get to that, powerful ending. And also we've never played it. Like I always just played 3 and then moved on into 4, and then everyone was like, okay, like this is your time to play. This is Persona Millennia, as we're calling it. So it might as well be with all the Persona stuff that's going to be coming out with their 35th anniversary, I believe. So most of the citizens fail to realize it. Well, great. So like we're truly in. Ow! That guy is knocked out standing up. That was a kick. That was one of those like, hey, smell my foot, bud. Thank you for that. No, it's okay, buddy. It's okay. Enjoy the dinner. I'll be here, at least for a few hours. Meanwhile, Hey You is in the process of deepening their relationships with the Republic faction. Republican, oh my god. Getting on into the diets here, I guess. Our laws against espionage are lax. And agents from foreign intelligence agencies are free to enter and leave however they'd like. It's starting to make more and more sense that us as detectives could not catch a cold even if we were lucky enough. Thank you for, bringing this to us there, Detective Dudley. It's getting to be a little bit more of a dire situation than we realized here. We assess how dangerous each case is, and even if we can't solve the root cause of it, at least we can lessen the impact. Hey, Jordan! I'm heading out for a while with my dad. If you're still here, I will see you then. Yeah, like I said, should be going for a good while. No one's here. I'm home by myself. It's just me and the cats. They're somewhere. And then I gotta go off to baseball at like 5. So, yeah, like, should be here. Unless something crazy happens. Which is always a possibility or something, but we haven't been able to get a close call watch on that case regarding Arc on CL. First Division will handle it from here, and you may return to your usual position. Like, that's it. We're done. Bubkiss. Moving on. After carefully assessing the situation, I've ascertained that Yin is more than a mere legend. We'll be observing the Hughes moments while protecting Ilya Platier from falling victim. Tell me, do you think you'd be able to handle it? Damn it! I don't think we would be. With our lack of resources, it would prove to be difficult. Oh, that's certainly to it. It's got a nice, pretty car. Make sure you tell them that their case has been transferred to the first division. We can do that. Oh God, where did that come from? $8.59. Penguins. You are. That's 5 UK pounds? Dear God, the Canadian dollar is in shambles. Or the UK pound is doing fantastic. Isn't that a quid? 5 quid? Penguins. From the gifting to that, like, you're awesome. How much is a pint in UK? I feel like a 5 UK pound is expensive. You don't drink. It's okay. We'll get Baker in here. He drinks. But thank you. Like, thank you. He said his piece and then, well, pieced out. Driving away in his personal vehicle frustrates me. Wait, is he not allowed to have a... Like, are people, like, not allowed to have a car here? Like, is that the thing? I mean, they have roads. Roads? Where we're going? We don't need roads. As frustrated as we all are, I understand where he's coming from. You do, eh? The scope of this case has gone way beyond our junior bracer's level. All we can do now is inform the troop and offer our sincerest apologies. I'm sorry we couldn't catch the cold. Moving on, we're going to go back and taking shitty jobs. Support requests. That's what we're capable of doing. Nothing more. Uh-oh. Ellie got mad. Lloyd, how can you? How can you say that? You told us to overcome our barriers. You said as long as we're together, there's no barrier too high. So why are you giving up so easily? Yeah, why the total meltdown, Mademoiselle Ellie? Didn't you already tell us it'd be better to leave it to the headquarters? Oh. Well, I did, didn't I? That's egg on my face. Listen, Ellie, sweetheart, baby. I don't like the situation we're in either, but I don't want it to end this way. There's got to be something we can do. We'll just find another way. It'll just be like Jeff Goldblum's, quote in Jurassic Park. Life finds a way, right? Even if you don't have any male dinosaurs, I guess if they keep bumping uglies long enough, they can make dinosaurs. Yeah, we spent our entire day running into one jackass into another jackass to only have another jackass pull up into his jackass car and have a conversation about jackasses. By the way, am I the only one that's excited about Jackass Forever? It does look a little odd that a bunch of old guys doing some crazy ass stunts, but I think this will be the last one. Maybe they'll do like one final one after this one when they're like true senior citizens, like they're all 95. Like it'll just be like at that point it'll have to be accepted that you have to be basically killing yourself. What now? There's a new Jackass movie coming out in October called Jackass Forever. No Bam Margera though. He's apparently got a little few too many problems. So no Bam. Let's go report the news to Archon Ciel, and then we can head on back to the and relax, and probably get some new side quests. All right. Let's chat it up with the Archon Ciels. Is that what they're telling us to do? Detectives? Let's return to the Archon cell and report to Ilya. Yeah, so I feel like I could return back. Going down to Capella Street. Hey! And then just, wrong way. I've got 2 tickets to paradise. We're not supposed to go here. That's what it's going to tell me. We're supposed to report now. No, I just want to see if you guys keep offering, like, throwing these weirdo quests at me out of nowhere. Nothing. Why don't you just listen to the game every once in a while, Jordan? Don't run into a wall. That's bad mamma jamma for you. Welcome to the administrative district. Where's that entertainment district? That's keep on going north. There she is. Oh my God! Someone is murdered! Yes, yeah. Entertainment district. Wait, don't you guys have like an entertainment district, like in the UK or something? Oh, you mean the red light district? Ah, yeah, it could be. What a surprise! Good afternoon, Ellie. Yeah, this is where the Bumpin' Uglies prevents. Hello, Grandfather Ernest. This man is Ellie's grandfather. No, she calls every fucking old man grandfather. For fuck's sakes, people. This is where we all get upset about how stupid this group of 4 detectives can get. Okay? Now that's a man you can appreciate right there. It's a shame that I haven't seen you recently. You look well. You as well. We could get rid of the, is that like an ascot? Is that what that's called? How is work? Terrible! We're basically like going after some type of, Eastern assassin? Have you ever been to Amsterdam? Penguins wearing tuxedos. I mean, I would ask Shiretone. Been a while since I've seen him, but I think he's from there. But he gets mad that everything just gets referred to as Amsterdam. That's like a hop, a skip, and a jump for you. Just probably hop on into the tubes over there, eh? Didn't intend to bring any shame upon the MacDowell name. Oh, Ellie, I told you, haven't I? Don't worry yourself with name or pedigree. Are those your colleagues by chance? Nice to meet you, sir. Lloyd Banning, CPD Special Support Section. T.O. Plateau? Randy Orlando? Name's Henry McDowell. Pleasure to meet all 3 of yous. I must thank you for taking care of my granddaughter. No, sir, no. I think you're mistaken. She's the one watching us. Mademoiselle's a bona fide genius when it comes to taking care of reports and all that. Randy Orlando just took what I say and all that jazz. I don't know if I can say it anymore. Or is this how I become Randy Orlando? And now to say that he hasn't been helping out, that sucks too. Is that so? Well, that is important, is that you're content with your post. You know, Ellie, it wouldn't hurt to stop by your home every once in a while. Let me guess. Mansion City on over into the east side? No. West side? Upper West Side? Manhattan, perhaps? Been hesitant to rely on anyone ever since I became independent. So, it's fine, Ernest. Ellie wishes to stand by her decision. She left the nest, but she's welcome back. I can't mix business with personal affairs, but know that I will cooperate with you to the best of my ability. So in other words, here's money. Shall we go, Ernest? I have a meeting with the Business Owners Association next. Hey, look at that! Woo-wee! Vroom, vroom. We should have went to the casino first. He's going to... Oh, no, he's going to the business association. I was like, isn't your home probably your ancient the other way? Ain't that a bitchin' ride? I knew your family was loaded. Wait. He said Henry McDowell, right? As in the mayor of Crossbell City. That had... We can't literally be this stupid. How did you not know who the mayor was of the town you're a detective in? Like, how recent was this? Like, yesterday? Or, like, you know, he's been mayor for, like, 30 years? I'm starting to believe that Ellie is truly, you know, hops and bounds smarter than everybody else combined. The mayor's name must have totally slipped my mind, I guess. And I call myself a detective. Yeah, I'm going to rip off your detective badge, because this is getting a little silly. Get back to the task at hand. It pains me to admit it, but we have to tell Ilya and others about the First Division taking over the case. Archon Sale's first public performance of their new production is being held alongside this year's anniversary festival. I can only assume he was here for business meeting regarding that. All right, so we actually gonna tell these people, because I want to go to the casino. It wouldn't be a spot at the casino district in Red Light if we didn't play a couple games of poker at least. Because there are things we can get, so we'll jump on this. So what do we got? We got a pair of kings. Not much really to worry about there. Select which cards we'd like to hold. King, king, ace. What do you got? See, I hate that that's a draw. Wait. Oh, he has said a pair of queens in there. Okay, that was terrible. No, I wanted to raise. Stop, stop. I've already done that. Wait, Jesus. Give me a 3 or a 6. A 10. Ooh. All right, so that changed our ways. Two pair. There we go. We're getting up there. Let's begin. We'll play 5 rounds. We'll keep it real with that. Pair of 10s, but I'm not liking the I'm not liking all the clubs there. Just a pair of 10s. That's okay. 9, 10, 5, 3, and 10. Both matching up with a pair of 10s. Let's continue on. Oh, I see a draw doesn't even come up as a round. There you go. Pair of 9s. Although that is top pair, so we should probably raise it. Oh, shit. In the round 5. Yes! See, I wonder if you, like, lose. Do you not... I wonder how this works. I guess I should keep going. Like, I'm assuming if we lose, it just stops, right? Low pair. Low pair as ever. Still might be better than what he's got. Jesus Christ. Well. No, don't continue. 535. Beautiful. Alright, out of here. Now, what can we pick up here? Just trying to get an idea. No, I don't want to trade. So, martial arts uniform, which we already have. Those aren't anything fantastic. Mishy plush toy could be okay. The darts set would be nice. And the ultimate mix. So we're getting close. We're getting close. All right. I swear to God, that sounds like Vegas Steaks. That's just what's going on now, isn't it? Hello? Porsche? You're not related to the troop, are you? You piqued my interest. Oh, don't mind us. We're just doing some police busyness. That new girl, Rixia, keeps leaving and coming back for some reason. You think she left a bunch of stuff at home? Sure. Sure. Should be practicing in the main hall since they've been at it this morning. Wait, are you gonna let us go anywhere? No. Alright. Just straight to the point, folks. Uh-oh. Did the assassin strike? Oh. It's just some type of weird porno going on right now. Except they have their clothes on still. When do I get one of these people joining on up with the detectives here? I feel like you can't be jumping around and we can't throw a weapon on one of these chicks and, you know, add them on in here. I feel a little upset that this hasn't happened yet. Great job. Oh, look! You're back! Hot damn! Lucky us. You two are incredible. I've never seen anything like that. Well, it sounds like if we start ironing out the kinks, this might become a crowd. Oh, that gives me an idea. How about we put a little delay on the Moon Princess? That sounded like you were beating your meat there. Is that a little better? That way you can't... Hand check, right? The way the Sun Princess will have to respond in a way that should really show the audience. Your dancing isn't the only thing that's amazing. You're building upon a finished scene. Even though you don't have to. If we have the ability to do it, we might as well strive for perfection. I mean, if we are watching a porno, then everything would add up together, right, penguins? Beaten meat, pornos. You know, I could picture that if Crossbell State just starts to just slide down into a seedy underbelly, we may start to see this turn into a porno theater. Is there any live action porno theaters anywhere? All right. Let's go grab Avon and then you can fill us in on everything. Okay. Like, of all places, probably Amsterdam. Porn's kind of illegal in the UK. Is it like it is in, like, Canada? Like, prostitution is legal, but you can't talk about it and you can't do anything about it, but it's still legal somehow? How is porn illegal in the UK? Like, you can't go to Pornhub? It's like blocked out or something, like in China? It's weird.
Do you have to, like, pay some type of weird license like you do with your watching TV or something? Just throw them on in. Couldn't we use the white robes from the third act as a costume? I mean, I think so. Probably. Oh, but, like, I thought that was, like, across the board. I don't know anywhere that you can't be bumping uglies with anyone under 18. According to our intel, a group known as Huey, hey, whatever, appears to be employing a criminal named Yin. And we don't understand why Yin sent Ilya the threat letter in the first place, though. But one thing's for certain. The possibility that this is just a prank has decreased exponentially. Is there any chance you could post? No, not a chance, buddy. There will be no postponing any of that. Wouldn't walk off the stage even if a bomb was about to go off. I thought you're not allowed to say the B word, bitch. Though we aren't all as rabid as Ilya, the truth is that all members of Archon Sale are possessed by the monster known as the Stage. You wouldn't find one member of the troupe one would refuse to appear on stage when faced with the opportunity. So, yeah, there is the show must go on, as they say. Those First Division guys, what kind of people are they? Good question. We don't really know, but they're definitely qualified, so we'll just leave it at that, I guess. First Division are an elite group. The elite, the elite, the elite, the... Oh, what happened, Matt? You stopped singing. Why do I have a weird feeling that she almost thought, like, maybe we would take over that job for her, and then she'd be closer to us? Then more hugs! Anyways, we are talking about you here, Ilya, so once the play starts, I doubt you will care much about what they do. I'll have you know that I always pay close attention to my audience. The show only begins once the audience and play become as one. I'd say forcibly dragging everyone along to your own rhythm is a bit more accurate. Wait, is it? It doesn't look, it's not supposed to rain. It does look a little hazy outside. Should probably actually check, like, you know, the weather. You know, we can send everybody, you know, billionaires up into space in their penis mobiles, but we can't still predict the weather for more than a few days out. That's the weird one, ladies and gentlemen. That's the weird one. Well, indeed, all of the evidence indicates that Ilya has a remarkable obsession with performing. What will happen to your investigation? First Division is most likely going to take over the case. Good news is that I doubt you have anything to worry about. I'm going to try to see, like, maybe if I shut off my light, the lighting will get a little bit better. I just look a little too bright, I guess. I don't know. But I liked having it on for the, yeah, see, that looks a little bit better. This is like usually how I stream in the dark, but not really. I don't know. And then then you watch. In about 10 minutes, I'll bitch and moan because my ceiling fan's then off, and we'll go from there. Only reason I agreed to all of this was because you were leading the show, Lloyd, so I quit. Oh, I'll send some tickets your way as thanks, so be sure to come and see the play next time you're free. If I'm okay with tickets for next month, I can have them sent to you as gifts. Next month? Do you know who we are? Okay, now it's actually coming off as generous for everybody, so that's okay. Ellie, think your dad could pull some strings and get us in here like on the anniversary festival, or what? I'm so sorry, everyone. I've caused you nothing but trouble. But don't worry about it, Rixia. After all, wasted efforts are just another part of the job. Such is the nature of crime prevention. No worries. Just forget about us and focus on the private performance, eh? Well, if you guys say so, then I will. Thank you, everyone. What the hell? You don't know about it already? Arc on Sale puts on a little sneak peek of their new show before it's available to the public. People from the media and other select individuals, home and abroad, have been invited to attend. I can only assume that lots of celebrities will come too and boost awareness of the new production. Was Mayor McDowell invited as well? Oh yeah, he was our guest of honor. The others have told me that he plans to publicly support us in conjunction with the anniversary festival. He's quite kind. Despite his busy schedule, he made time to stop by and encourage us. That's my dad, grandpa, whatever. Alright. Considering all the training you put in, Rixia, I think you'll be fine. Well, appreciate the vote of confidence. I'll return to practice and thank you for your help, everyone. And then she gets stabbed in the back. Hopped up out of nowhere. Ready to head back to the special support section? Alright. Looks like a drink is in order for our friends. That would have been hilarious. Really would have been hilarious. So there's that one thing. I wonder if we could actually ever stop by. Oh, it sure works out. Let's avoid unnecessary. Oh, for fuck's sakes! Cutting through the back alley. Fine. Relax. I wonder if I could stop at the goddamn casino for a couple of hands of poker. Or are you gonna get mad at me about it? I feel like this way took longer. Uh-oh. Who's waiting for us now? Isn't that the guy that was with the mayor? Secretary Ernest! I was just starting to wonder if I came to the wrong place. I had business to attend to at the office, so I decided to stop by. What's wrong? You don't look too great. We're all just exhausted, quite frankly. Someone in the troop was asking for us advice, and well, we went to report what we found. That's sort of all. You know, Welly, I wasn't sure about whether I wanted to come here today or not, but I know I made the right decision. Oh wait, hold on. I think he's asking her out. Am I picking up on these signs correctly? I want you to quit the force and return to us. Oh. Yeah, my brain went there, so. Whoa, buddy, that came out of left field. It would have been more acceptable had she been asked out by him instead of this out of nowhere. You have the eyes of a lost lamb. You look so exhausted. Well, that's because we're not taking the bus everywhere. That's the problem. We have the option of taking the bus. But every time I go to take the bus, they're all like, oh, it'd be so much better if we walked there. And I'm like, oh my god, you all bitch about it, but listen to me. I know you understand the current political climate and the despair that comes with it better than anyone. And that's where your initial urge to join the police originated from. But just try to think about the torment and the pain the mayor is going through and how he feels in the current situation. The anniversary festival draws nearer with every passing day, and Mayor McDowell is up to his neck. I'm up to here with the paperwork. And after that, it's right back to arguing with the Imperial and Republican factions over the budget. It's always about money. It's always about money. As I'm sure you know, Mayor McDowell has had plans to retire, but without a suitable successor, he remains undecided. Wait. You want to keep that name running for mayor? Mayor Ellie. Sure. I cannot stand idle any longer. All I want for you is to not regret your decision and follow what you know to be right. Sure. Thanks, Ernest, you piece of shit. She's got a cool gun, man. She's like one of the only ranged people. Tio just heals people. She doesn't do anything with that weirdo magic stuff. Oh, great. Well, you are aware that she wanted to become a politician before a police officer, right? I mean, there's a lot of police officers that do turn to politicians after their time is done walking the beats, man. You never hear of a politician becoming a police officer, though. Hi, I'm Officer Joe Biden. Sleepy Joe. That would explain her seemingly boundless knowledge of politics and economics. As the heir of our current mayor, it was only natural for her to pursue a career in politics. Alright, okay, like I believe you. Look, she went to school. She basically has the knowledge to become something involved with politics. I get it, okay? Fancy lady like yourself working for the CPD. I mean, Randy, for the longest time, I've always wondered why a fancy boy like yourself is up in with the CPD. Why did you leave the Cross Guardian Force? Wait, so you think we're floundering her skills here at the police station? Alright. As we all retire to our bedrooms. I'm retiring over to Randy's bedroom for the booze. That guy's got a hell of a bar set up. With the ringer we went through today, hell, I'd say they're warranted. My brain is fried. This is your brain! This is your brain on drugs. Mac. Like, everyone remember that commercial from the 90s? Cause you're my brother. Oh, wait, the dog sleeps in here now? You're saying we have a choice? The First Division took over the case. There's no way we can oppose them, given our team's position here. You make a good point, Lloyd. The fox will probably track you down and start barking at you till the sun set. That seems to be one of the Vice Commissioner's favorite pastimes. Could we not simply offer our assistance to the First Division? Yeah, that's also a long shot. The CPD's a territorial bunch, and it makes the organization a hassle to... Aren't we all in under the same umbrella? What the fuck am I missing here? Oh, we're gonna work incognito, eh? Since we're kind of ignored by the department that gives you a certain level of discretion that you can use to your advantage. If you play your cards right, you can act without provoking that territorial nature of theirs. I didn't make myself clear? I won't work with you in the field, but I'll cover for you when I can. It looks like Chief Sergio isn't really the jackass that we all believed he might have been. That being said, the current situation might make this plan impossible to pull off, and one of you is struggling to figure out what to do, so this just opened up as a terrible, terrible can of worms. You're right, but if Mademoiselle Ali doesn't know what she wants to do, then she must be really down in the dumps. She'll probably get over it, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't have some butterflies. Is Ellie going to be alright? Don't know, man. Oh, yeah. Get him some chow. Back to Snooze City we go. It could be weird that that was just the end of the chapter, too. Oh my god, someone was ran over by a green car. We're deep in thought. Deep in beer. Over the past 2 months, Ellie, I thought we'd become pretty close. Sounds like all the important issues she's dealing with flew right on over my head. And it makes sense that Mayor McDowell's granddaughter is an aspiring politician herself. Now that I think about it, you didn't attend the police academy, right, Ellie? So how'd you think to join the CPD? I did take a written exam and marksmanship test when I applied. They couldn't reject me since I made perfect marks on both tests. You know, the more I learn, the more I feel like we're worlds apart. But it's pretty rare for rookies to already earn the detective license, isn't it? You have your own circumstances, Lloyd. Tee-hee! Perhaps it'd be best to continue this talk after we've officially become co-workers. Wait, were they like bumping uglies? Like having, was that sex talk that they were having? Alright. I'll try talking to Ellie for a bit. Might be able to lend a shoulder. Alright, let's that's not the button we were after. Let's save the game. Alright. Yeah, nothing else to really read here. I believe she's on the 3rd floor. Can we bother Randy? Yeah! Party City! Not sure if it's the kind of stuff we should be really butting into though. Butt stuff? Like, is that the type of stuff we shouldn't be butting into? Is butt stuff? Can I have a drink, Randy? I could use a drink, Randy. Randy? Damn it. Hey, Chief. Oh, it's just you don't come in bringing down the mood. Got it? The SSS, unconventional as it may be, is still part of the CPD, so that means paperwork. And if you don't have any pressing issues, kid, could you leave me to this? I'd like to get this all finished before daybreak, you know? Oh, great, sorry. Hold on. Let's go open up this, or this. Get a couple of glasses and some big bottles of iron and go at it! Well, here goes nothing. She's probably not even in there. She's not here. Where could she have gone? I thought that was going to be a letter of saying, Lloyd, I love you, but I'm gone. Was he readings or something? Halfway through a science journal. Lloyd, about... Yeah, I know. We're all worried about Ellie. Did you know where she went? Is that so? If that's the case, I will let you handle it, Lloyd. These don't fall in my area. So everyone has like a banging... Wait, were those cat pillows? Those are cat pillows. That's great. Wait, she didn't like open her window or something here, right? Like there's nothing else I can interact with? Okay. Maybe she's like hanging with the cat. No cat. Hey, Ellie. How'd you know it was me? Just a hunch. I think I somehow knew you would come chasing me down. Is this like our love interest, like out of nowhere? Breathtaking as always. Hey, that's Keanu's saying, okay? You can't use breathtaking. He'll come out and murder you like John Wick. As if you murdered his dog. I doubt you would find a night sky as beautiful as Crossbells even if you scoured the entire continent. The more lights of the city shine, the more stars. Morty seems stars to dim. Purity of starlight, symbol of Idalis' love. You remember everything that happened today, don't you? Ravash, Hey You, the Dudley boys, Devon get the table. No matter what you do, you can't change Crossbell's true nature. Ravash's iron grip is here to stay. And I'm merely referring to them as our fellow business competitors. State law protects competition between businesses and free trade, you know. You take offense to that, officers? We're expected to suppress major crimes and protect the public from criminal organizations, foreign intelligence, foreign and domestic. Therein lies the city's darkness. The tragic truth of the state called Crossbell. We're kept alive only by the will of the Empire and the Republic, stripped of all pride, lied to, and deceived. Drowning in false prosperity and frivolities only because our captors allow it. Everyone just surrenders to these circumstances and accepts the status quo, blissfully ignorant. That's the city we live in. The more I think she's talking here, I could be really, really way off here. But I'm thinking she's going to be like, there's too many problems going on in Crossbell that I can't just go off and leave. I'm going to be a cop. At least that's what I hope. I've spent too much money on her equipment and ordnance for her to just want to get up and leave. That's not going to be acceptable. I once had a mother and a father. I mean, that's how it works. They bumped uglies and they made you. But now you became your grandfather's thing? Oh, no. Okay, so they're still very much alive. What I meant to say is they divorced when I was little. My mother lives in the Empire with Darth Vader. And my father is in the Republic. My father was born and raised in the Republic, moved to Crossbell City, met my mother, bumped uglies, I popped out, and then they divorced. And after marrying into the MacDowell family, he strove to become a politician. After he became a Diet member, he recognized the ugly, distorted reality of the city, and with a strong sense of justice, he made it his duty to mend it. He drafted reform bills, all in the hopes of bringing change to the city, and that's not amazing. His bills never passed. He got shunned, ridiculed. One by one, his allies betrayed him. Friends left him and became the laughingstock of the political world. Not even my grandfather, as well respected as he is for being a neutral, was able to mend his career. And then one day he quit. As a Diet member, as a husband, and as my father, he decided to leave everything behind for Calvert. Mother couldn't stop him, but at the same time she couldn't follow him while dragging me along. Eventually they settled on a divorce. And my dad went to go get that final pack of cigarettes to never return. My mother left me behind in Crossbell and went to live with her relatives in Bonerville, population 1. That's the mayor of Bonerville, Chelsea Ann. Then I was taken in by grandfather who raised me to who I am now. It's from that moment on that I vowed to follow grandfather down there. What if she just like jumped off of the ledge here? Just like, I've had enough! Woohoo! And it's like she just bounces off the ground. You're like, we're only like 2-3 floors up. At worst, you might have a broken ankle. Lloyd, you're not helping. I mean, unless you just need to be lending ears and shoulders and brains. She's realizing that being a politician is not going to solve that problem. The only way to solve that problem is with guns. When do we get the freaking guns? That's what we want to know. The barriers of Crossbell. The same ones my father faced and the ones I'm sure my grandfather faces. Do you know who the leader of the Crossbell state government is, Lloyd? No. Oh, there's two people. So there's the city mayor and then the... I thought we were talking like on a federal level or a provincial level or state level or something. But no, there's the speaker of the Diet. Grandfather and the Imperial faction speaker Hartman jointly represent our government, and that's how we operate according to state law. If two equal representatives continually hinder things by butting heads, political reform is nigh impossible. So with two people on top, one can side easily sabotage the other if they try to push some sort of reform through. The fact that this happens is an ironic inevitability given Crossbell's founding. So maybe we should change that then. How about that? They were lawyers. Our founding fathers were lawyers. Wait, wasn't that the same for America? Probably everywhere. If I were to continue into the world of politics, that same curse would grab me by the neck and strangle me and grind me under. That's why I decided a new approach. One my family hadn't tried yet. That's to be a cop. Yes. It's looking like she's going to stick around on Team Cop. She wants to be the true change for Crossbell. But in the back of my mind, I know that joining the CPD may only have been an escape. What happened today was inevitable. The reality of things was even colder and crueler than I had imagined. When confronted with it, I was at a loss, incapable of doing anything on my own after all. Just a broken little girl, abandoned by her mother and her father. So what? You really are a perfectionist, aren't you, Ellie? Failure isn't an option. The only way forward is to place everything on my shoulders, here and now. There. Look, I agree. Today sucked, being ridiculed, having to hear all of that. Efforts are in vain. But think about it. Aren't those the things that we signed up for? There may be barriers that we can't get over today, but tomorrow we'll get over them. The one right in front of us is that threat letter case. Let's be proper junior detectives and get to the bottom of this. And maybe we'll get killed by Yin. You never know. But let's continue investigating separately so that no one knows what's under their nose. It's obvious that the First Division is stuck in a cop's mindset and only adhering to traditional logic. New set of eyes and perspective is exactly what's needed to crack the case. And that's how I feel. Now Kith. Hi, you joined the CPD to gain a new perspective in Crossbell, right? Let's solve this case and then bump uglies. And then we'll take over the world, Ellie. I'll be the president. And you can be my mayor. It's almost as if we could use these smaller barriers as a jumping point to the larger barriers. Alright. Well, let's see. Maybe it's because I have someone I'm trying to catch up to. Though that in itself may present some issues. I'm just so tired of it all. Come on over into the dorm. Let's go visit Randy Orlando and have a drink. I think that's the best place we could set forward with that. I didn't come up here with the intention of spilling everything about my past like I did, but I couldn't keep it bottled up. At this rate, I'm only going to drag the team down, and if that's the case... Ellie, don't cry. We need you. Your knowledge, negotiation skills, your sharpshooting, your sense of justice. We need you. No buts. I'll be happy to have you by my side, Ellie. All of us were a bit of a mess at the start. Hot messes like Chelsea Green, but I think we've gotten pretty close over the past 2 months. And even when we're bombarded with the stress of daily life, we make time for the small things, like deciding whose turn to cook. And it's your turn, and we're hungry! Shouldn't we be grateful to have partners like that? Partners? You know, partners in crime. It's too early for us to underestimate the crossbell, but it's also too early for, it to beat us up. Let's confront the status quo, and we'll just come up with a new plan if we fail miserably. And that's just not for me. That's for Randy and TO2. Heck, even Zeit has our backs now. Bottom line, you're not alone, Ellie. You're absolutely right. I'm disappointed that I forgot something as simple as that. Thank you, Lloyd. Even though it won't be easy to solve all my problems, I do feel a little better now. But still, apart from the lines that sounded like they were straight out of a teen drama, I'm surprised. Oh, I'm aware of how cheesy those all came off. Well, talking about I'm needed and telling me that you want me by my side, I thought you were confessing to me. My love? What? No. Hold the phone! That wasn't my attention. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Mistake's been made here, Lloyd. Abort! 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 Attention, everyone. We have run out of BORT license plates. No, you idiot. I was saying abort. Honestly, I don't know whether to call you a natural smooth talker or an up-and-coming womanizer. I'm next, Randy Orlando. Your tenseness doesn't help your case any either. Good grief, Lloyd. Good grief. Alright. Not yet. How about we sleep on it, tackle it on in the morning, and have a fresh set of eyes look at it. Thanks to you, I have a feeling that I'll be sleeping soundly tonight. How about we hold a meeting tomorrow morning? That's what I just fucking said. How about at noon, though? I'm going to go over to Randy Orlando's room and start drinking. Maybe I can go to the casino. Lloyd and Ellie learned Star Blast. By spending 100 CP each, a powerful combination attack can be unleashed. Oh, that's new. What's going on at the Harbor District? Uh-oh. The warhounds they've trained may prove troublesome. If Master Yin were available, he would easily compensate for our lack of force. Next on the agenda, recall half of our personnel currently dispatched in Altair. Oh, at least they're nice about it. You think that's his bathroom back there, or a bar? I'll have to worry about the consequences later if I request the Elder's assistance. If only Master Yin were more cooperative, our plans would be proceeding splendidly. What the f... What the fuck is this? This is hiding behind a plant? Is that Yin? Your subordinates are more than capable enough to handle such a minor threat. The deal was to have me take care of Ravash's main force, beginning with that man, Garcia. It's come to my attention that you've become entangled with Archon Ciel for some odd reason. Just a reminder that the CPD isn't too shabby at their job, so don't do anything to soil my good name. Alright. What kind of impression has the special sports section left on you? Oh, that's your game. Ties them, do you? Odd combination of children. That's about it. He's perfectly aware of his weaknesses, and yet he continues to push forward with determination. His intuition is enough to keep him on his toes. Quite like his hype, to be honest. Mayor McDowell's granddaughter possesses a keen sense of diplomacy and operates as the team's administrator. As for the girl from the Epstein Foundation, her orbital staff is fascinating. She's likely hiding a few tricks up her sleeve. And lastly, we have our ginger gentleman, the porn star Randy Orlando. Alright. Whatever do you mean? I only wish to put them to a little test. A request from Yin. Was I right to entrust them with such a task? So that's not even Yin? Oh my god, like that's just some other fucking assassin guy? Ay, so pecano mando! Wait, is that the end of a chapter? No, why would that be an end of a chapter? That can't be it. Now the dog's sitting out there, usually you're up there. Despite our work, we had no choice but to hand the case over to First Division. Rixie was smart enough to ask us, but just imagine if she hadn't. Yep, Hayu definitely knows about it, but we can't ask him. And then Ravash might know about them. First Division, who apparently knows about their movements, according to Dudley. So there's a lot of people we can ask. But whether these people actually have access, like, I don't think we're just going to wander on into the Hayu area again. Hey, can we talk about Yin again? Mayor McDowell, maybe, if he's got time. Ravash, I doubt they're going to let us chat up again because we already brought it up and they didn't like that. So things are going to look a little sour here, I think. But, you know, give me a few places to go after, so... You seem to be in a much better mood, Ellie. Oh yeah, we had a chit chat. We don't need to go over that. Yeah, you help us out all the time, essentially. I mean, look at us right now. You're making connections in this case that I'd never be able to make. The two of them are going to assume we bumped uglies. I can hear a pair of voices chattering away on the roof from my window. I wonder. Congratulations, Lloyd. Life, eh? Oh, yeah. Sure you did. So, Lloyd, how far... Right to the point, Randy Orlando. Randy? Yeah, we can't discuss sex in front of the children. Who is Dad going to speak of sex in front of the children? Sex cauldrons? Is Randy referring to the intimacy people engage in while in romantic relationships? Nope. No. This ain't no, not at all. That's not happening. No bumping uglies. Lloyd and Ellie sitting in a tree. Guys, cut. Hey, that's a Dave Coulier joke. Hey, cut it out. Get out of here. Yeah. You guys are insane. Romantically, I'd say the odds of that are happening are pretty slim. What was that? See, she wants to bump uglies, and you're not helping here, Lloyd. He's missing all of the signs. All I did was ask you for some advice on a very unimportant subject, that's all. And there most definitely wasn't any sort of romantic atmosphere like you oh so graciously pointed out. And you know, by incompatible, I only meant that we don't exactly make a good match. Well, doesn't mean that you can't be. This is turning out terribly. Well, I don't know where the future will take me, but right now, I know this is where I'm meant to be. So, everyone, I'm happy that I get to keep working with you, and good to have you back, Ellie. I wouldn't have been so stern all the time if you three just stayed on task, but enough of that. What do we do from here? We could always attempt to corner you in with a different approach other than the First Division is using, but we're running out of sort of things that we can do. Hey, Camel! The real sexual tension is between Lloyd and Randy, and we know it. You're not wrong. I mean, I think Randy floats both ways. But Lloyd, I don't think does. So do you think he might be, like, open up to it or what? I don't know. $40 hours into this game, and we still don't think that we'd be able to get a business trip outside of Crossbell. Big Brother vibes. I've watched too much. We were just talking about that. I mean, not like legitimately, but how is Hate Camel today, by the way? Perhaps I'd be able to learn more about the First Division's movements and so on. Then again, I already searched it last night, so it likely has not been updated since. I mean, if this could essentially be porno music, right? You were weak last night and drank. Important thing is, Camel, you can recover. You're here. You're chit-chatting. We're good. It happens. Don't worry about it. What the fuck is an orb mail? Letters that can be sent from terminal to terminal. So email. Just call it email. You gotta be better. Look, Camel, we can all be better at everything. Every single one of us can choose something to be better at. I think the big win is just like you said. Don't be hard on yourself. Recognize that you gotta be better and go from there. That's it. That's honestly it. If you can accept those terms up here, you've already won, in my opinion. Albeit it may be a small minor loss in your eyes. As long as you're like that stock ticker, you took a little dip, rise back on up. That's it. Just be better. That's it. That's exactly what you said. That's it. As long as you can be better going forward, that's it. Done. I'm happy about it. If I didn't have a few grand saved up, it might have ruined me like it has before with work and relations. Bumpin' uglies, eh, Camel? It's nice to have be able to save a little bit of money, eh? Especially with everything going on in this. Can we call it a post-pandemic world yet? I'm unsure. Is something wrong? Uh-oh. I, Yin, hereby submit my support request. Overcome this trial and face me. Only then will I grant you your mission. Definitely not the police department. Let me guess. Encrypted. Otherwise known as the IBC. Looks like we got ourselves a starting point. I don't think it's a prank mail here. Maybe we could ask if there's cameras working. Camel, I wouldn't care if you wanted to ramble about personal shit for minutes or hours. I would always lend an ear. There's nothing wrong with that. God, everyone comes in here and listens to me ramble about fucking nothing for hours at a time. It's only fair that I do it back to you. I was about to say cheers, and then I realized like that would be in poor taste, but we're all adults around here, and I barely have anything left of the drinky poo, and you get it. And it's bad baba jabba, whatever the fuck that's gonna mean, to cheers water, so I don't know. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. I mean, it's open. Might as well enjoy it. Well, we won't know until we ask them. Wanted our investigation to fly under the 1st Division's radar, but we really don't have any other chance. So, probably gonna have to go check it on up with them at HQ. I wish I could get that here in, I mean, I want to say just Canada overall, but in Ontario, like, I've never seen it. I remember, like, God, long ago, I want to say it was something like on the Discovery Channel. I thought, like, they had something about Dogfish Brewing or whatever. Because they make a bunch of, like, small batch beers, right? And relatively high alcohol content or whatever. Or maybe it was God, like, I remember it being a show, though. Maybe it ran as that. Anyways. But, yeah, like, I always remember, like, oh, that'd be really, really fun to say. Like, obviously, it's just, like, a long and overdue, like, commercial for Dogfish Head beer, but I've never seen it up and around here. It sort of makes me wish, like, I wish that it would be easier to, like, send alcohol over borders, I guess, but then that would probably be a problem. My best friend's father works at the IBC. If we told him about our unique situation, he might give us a hand. Well, ain't that convenient. More connections that you know what to deal with, eh, Mademoiselle Ali? Unfortunately, I have no way of knowing whether or not he's even crossed Bell City, given how hectic his schedule is, but what sort of position does he hold there? Pretty important one. Directeur quoi? What, is he like the bank manager or something? He's the Michael Scott. Prominent Zamurian billionaire, leader of the world economy. Oh, he's this Jeff Bozo guy. Okay. So I got to try a dozen really different cool brews from Dogfish. Midas Touch right off the presses was amazing to taste. I bet it was. I bet it was. Yeah, I think that was like the big, like, is that their main one, the Midas Touch? I'm sure, like, now maybe they have all sorts of different ones, but like, have they become a bigger conglomerate now? Like, or are they still try to hold to their roots of being a small-time brewery? 60-minute and 90-minute? Okay. That is amazing. Well, I guess we're going to the bank. Even if he isn't in town, my friend might be, so might be there to help us. Let's do it! Leroy Jenkins. Alright. I think we already have a rough idea of what the situation is, so we should know what in particular to investigate. Well, he went out of his way to reach out to us and lay down a challenge. I say we take the bait. It was a mead they made, okay. Maybe they make it in small batches, like maybe one batch a year or something, and if you get lucky, you get lucky type of thing. Alright, I'm just going to go grab an iced tea. I will be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. Ooh. Alright, I guess we're gonna see if there's any other requests to pick up. Is dogfish expensive? I would think they would be. You know, I guess, like, for an American, like, you know, it's probably not overly expensive, but, like, our craft beer, like, over here, like, for a tall boy, like, tall cans, which I don't know if exist over there your way. But, like, even a normal case of beer, like a case of Budweiser, a 24 cans or 24 bottles, is about $50. So I could guess, like, that could be different as to how that works out, I guess. Alright. Let's check some requests. Surely, there we go. New requests. Fishing for ingredients. Go on, visit the Long Lao Tavern and Inn by Shan Shan. We're looking for ingredients for a new fish dish. Hurry on over and talk to me at Long Lao. I'm counting on you. Okay, I can do that. Testaments training for Abbas. Relatively expensive. 90-minute is about $12 a 6-pack. 60 minutes around. Oh my... That is so cheap. To me. Like a 6-pack of beer over here at $12 is normal. $8 would not exist. I don't think we're even allowed to sell alcohol that cheap. Yeah, we have weird laws up here regarding booze for some apparent reason. Like a 6-pack of Budweiser is like $12-13. Yeah, like I said, a case of beer is about $50. I've gone on about it before here on stream. Like, we're very big with what I would say is like the sin tax. Like, I don't smoke, but like a pack of cigarettes I think is $10. Like a pack, not a carton. Like, I think a carton is something like $120 or $140. But like, to think that people buy I don't know how many smokes come in a little pack, 20, 25, and people smoke that in a day, like just pissing away like $10 to $15, like ridiculous. Desired duration. I hope you don't really hope that you mean, 2 to 3 hours, but I wouldn't mind meeting up with Abbas about that. How is it that you can't order it or get it elsewhere? Do they not let you order booze in Canada? So we can order booze, but we can't order it from, like, say, America. Hence, like, what I said, like, so, like, in order for me to get, like, a dogfish brew, they would have to have it available to me at my beer store or liquor store. And like I said, I've never seen it, so I don't think they've bothered. And I can't go on like dogfishbrew.com or whatever their website is and order it. I don't think they would ship it to us in Canada. I don't think they're allowed to ship that. Yeah, tobacco and alcohol, I don't think can cross borders. We're just really slow to everything with COVID. Like I think like we've just started to open up our borders in the next. I think it's the next few weeks. We're opening it up to everyone who's fully vaccinated, I believe, at least like for America, and then for anybody that's international outside of America, I think in September they can come over if they're fully vaccinated. Like I live relatively close to the border. But sort of the problem is right now, like just for instance, like at my work, it hasn't been really explained, but like, you know, I screen myself before I go into work every day, right? So one of the 3 questions are like, you don't have COVID symptoms, you haven't crossed the border in the last 2 weeks, and that means including into America, and you haven't been in close contact with someone. So like, even if we're allowed to go to the States, then I fail that thing, and then we have to have like, there's a big thing about like, if you go to the States and you come back, you have to do like a 14-day quarantine because you've been to another country, regardless that they let you in. So it's a little weird, but I also miss permeating into the US, Stu. I thought they were dropping that 14-day quarantine, though. I thought, like, once we could go visit, if you were... Because, obviously, you can only visit if you're going to be fully vaccinated. Hence, you probably don't need to quarantine. But I haven't said that yet, or at least I haven't paid attention enough to see it. How's Stu, by the way? Yeah, I haven't been paying too much attention. It was only, like... I only saw, like, bits and dribbles of everything going on within the last week or so, I would like to acquire a certain herb, weed, used in internal medicine research. Weed for medicine. East Crossbill Highway Monster Extermination. That probably sounds like the first one we'll do. A dangerous monster, the Savage Horn, has been sighted on the East Crossbill Highway, and we ask that the Special Support Section deal with it. Be aware of its charge attack and snort attack that can inflict sick burns. Okay. That sounds okay. I wonder how many things have, the burn thing. Blind and burn. Okay. The U.S. is starting to see increases in COVID in places. I think some of our dates are soft dates based on if we get... Right. Yes, well, we haven't been able to go there yet then, right? That's sort of the thing. Like, it's the same that's happening in Canada now, right? Like, basically, we have enough vaccines for everyone and anyone who wants it. I believe we just overtook the U.S. as having more people vaccinated, which is mind-boggling to me how we started, but whatever. But I think the same as they are, like, they have the vaccines to hand out to everyone. It's now you have the people who don't want it and trying to tell them to get the vaccine. I mean, quite honestly, and maybe people are shitty thinking about this, there's a very simple fix. You don't need vaccine passports. I mean, maybe you do, but, or anything like this. You just literally limit these people to what they can do. And it's going to start right at home. Or hey, it's going to start right at home. Maybe it takes family members. Hey, you know what? Maybe we don't hang out until you get the vaccination. I'd like to hang out, but we can't because whatever. Okay, boom. That's number one. Start at the family or friends. Number two, they start wanting to go places that are opening up. The malls, restaurants, those type of places. They're free to ask whether you've been vaccinated. They are free to ask that as a business. It's not the government asking you that. And they're free to tell you that you're not welcome in their business. My ideas are very dangerous and lead to the shit that I am seeing. I don't think you're wrong in that, Camel. I don't think that my ideas are dangerous. Like, we're just spitballing here, right? That's what this stream goes off on. But that's what I'm saying, that if that's the only way that you can get people to get the vaccine, then that's unfortunately what you have to do. Unfortunately. You have to make it that it's so bad that they can't do anything. They can't go anywhere. We're just as open as you guys in America. You're free to do what you want and blah, blah, blah. But it also doesn't mean that it's free of consequences. And I just think it's one of those things of like, everyone wants things to go back to normal. That comes with vaccines. Your boss lost her dad to COVID and her father-in-law has late stage cancer. Still refuses. Wait, your boss still refuses to get the vaccine? I guess your workplace won't be one of those places that requires the vaccine to go back to work. You would think having someone who's seen it firsthand of someone dying from COVID, and now, to be fair, I have heard a few people, and I know of people who won't get it. And I can agree with some of these people. Is she just unsure because it's a new vaccine and we don't know what the long-term effects of it may or may not be? Like, is that it? Because I could see the argument to that. But that's, there is testing being done to this stuff and whatnot, but you have cancer and have been through 3.5 rounds of chemo, so I refuse to get it. I also had it. Right, but wouldn't you be, wouldn't you classify as being, what's the word? Like, is it immune compromised? Maybe, I'm trying to think. Like, they're not sure of how the vaccine may work with you because of your previous health conditions, right? They do say the antibodies are still good. Yeah, I'm not taking that back. Welcome to Doctor Talk on Yeah, I'm Jordan. No, like, that's what I love about this. Like, someone else in a stream, any other stream would go like, I don't want to talk politics, guys. This is getting out of hand. No, like, I'm open to this stuff. This is how conversations have to happen, in my opinion. Let's first, I think, take care of East Cross Bell Highway. That sounds good. Imagine if you could track who you got the COVID from, so when people die, you could charge the person that infected them. That would change. Oh, God. Stu with an idea of even more beyond of what I was even saying. Although, like, that probably could work, to be honest. But I don't know if that would ever stick with a charge-wise. No, it's not possible, obviously. But I guess what I'm, like, do you not trust that all of these companies have done the proper work? Like, I saw, like, a few YouTube videos about, like, how Pfizer, Moderna, Johnson & Johnson, how, like, because that was the first thing of how on earth, like, vaccines take forever to do. And then out of nowhere, you're telling me that a few companies were able to get these things done so quickly. How did they do them so quickly? The gist of it is they overlapped the phases. So I guess under a normal way of making vaccines was, they'd start at phase 1 and they would wait until phase 1 ended and then move on to phase 2. So what they did with these ones, because we need them as a world to go so quickly, is that they would probably start with the 3 phases of what they would do and then go back and fix what the problem was in phase 2, phase 3, or whatever. I don't trust companies that have no liability for rush vaccines. That is the weird thing, right? Like, I'm fully vaccinated, Stu's fully vaccinated. It's not every day that when you go to get a vaccine that you have to sign off a bunch of papers that you know you're gonna, you know, not sue them and all that crap. And the amount of hate for people like myself is crazy. No one's hating over here, Camel. No hate. I know, yes, I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean, and we can all have these conversations. Like, my sister-in-law, you know, and her family are ones that don't want to get the vaccine. You know, like, I was just over at my in-laws and everyone was over for a barbecue. Like, it was, you know, no one wanted it to turn into a conversation, but, you know, it would not take long for that to get heated. That's for damn sure. I just wish things could go better. I know, but, like, it's unfortunate that things have to go that far, I guess. I don't know. So how come these guys are so hard to beat off? Like, it will be interesting in the future. Like, let's say in 3, 4, 5 years, God, even 10 years, something comes up from these vaccines. People get sick and whatnot. I don't, like, I've already heard that these little, like, you're signing your life away to get the vaccine. I've already heard that they sort of don't hold any legal, they don't have any actual legal hold or legal standing, that if something actually happens, you know, Pfizer, Moderna, Johnson & Johnson, they will be held accountable. It would, you have to remember, it would be in their best interest to not have millions upon millions of people, possibly billions, later on, be sick from these vaccines, right? Like, let's just think of that. Like, them as a company would no longer exist. So, like, there is that. Right, yeah, like, I think Stu nailed it on, like, every one of these people, and I'm just spitballing here, I'm not throwing anyone under the bus here, but yeah, all these people that don't want to get the vaccine were the same people that hate the lockdowns and want them to end. Well, there's one way that these will end. It's by getting the vaccine. And now you don't want to get it. And now we're stuck in a lull because you're not getting the vaccine. Right? Like, so we're going to be stuck in this weird spot. Like, I think the last thing I read was in Canada was, like, if we reach 90% vaccination rates, we can possibly get to the endemic part, but they're already seeing the lull right now of people who now everyone is capable of getting the vaccine, and it's now telling people to get the vaccine, and they can't, or they don't want to for whatever reason. See, when I read that it was part of the bill in the U.S. to have zero liability, they can sign these things all they want, Camel. I still think that, again, in the future, if that was something that happened, that might mean that Pfizer is not, like, okay, they're not liable. They're not going to be out any money. But I hate to not think that you wouldn't be taken care of in some way, shape, or form. Like, maybe it would turn into, like, one of those mesothelioma commercials or something. Have you gotten the Pfizer vaccine for COVID-19 in 19... Who's going to pay that? You. That's how taxes work. That's how they always work. Can I say something in regards to that, though? Like, when I hear people say that, like, who's gonna pay for that? My taxes are already high enough. Okay, everyone's is. If you don't think that your government can't support everyone right now and give everyone a home, everyone have a roof over their head. You're crazy. Of course they can. They have more than enough money to do that now. They have more than enough things that they could take care of that right now. The governments will never run out of money. Will not end up like Zimbabwe with a $1 trillion bill with Donald Trump on it. My mindset is defeatist attitude. Okay. Like even here in Canada, okay? I was not affected by COVID. I didn't lose my job. My wife didn't lose my job, her job. The Canadian government gave people $2,000 if you were affected by COVID, whether you lost your job. Everyone lost their minds over this. Where are you getting this money from? We don't have enough money to pay everybody $2,000. Wait, so my thought is that you would rather have these people lose their homes, not be able to feed themselves, and then be a bigger burden on the government? That's the joke. That's the joke. No. I'm with you still, Camel. I'm with you still. I'm still with you. It can happen to anybody. It can happen to anybody. Where is this frenemy person? Is this you? No, that's not you. See, now we're running into the problem of like, well, where do we go? But like even for my area in Hamilton, Ohio, Ontario, London, England, as the joke goes on, everyone was so worried because they're not getting any revenue anywhere, and it ended up being like at the end of the year, after they were screaming to everyone like, COVID's gonna blow us up, we have no money, and the governments won't give us any more money, and everyone's taxes are gonna have to go up like 10% to pay off for everything we paid for. They ended up, when they counted the money at the end, that they still had like $50 million left over. They were like, oh, where did this come from? Never believe these people. Never. It's all scare tactics across the board on everything. It's hilarious. Overwhelming percentage of cases are 65 plus, so why are they forcing it on kids that don't need it? But they're not forcing it on kids that don't need it. I have a small little human that relies upon me. He's 2, not even 2. If you're under 12, you're not getting the vaccine. Yeah, the little kids are carriers. Of course they are. But they haven't done enough. Camel, I already know that it happened here. Wait, what? You're jumping all over the place. What's the hype I'm believing or not believing? Say it all in one sentence so I can like catch here, because I'm seeing you like you're jumping to a bunch of things here. I want to get a full thing. Oh, that was the stew. Okay. But Camel, it's been proven, at least here. Like when schools were open, the numbers went up. Everything else was closed. They determined that basically children are the carriers. They're not vaccines. You can't tell a child to not play with their friends. But they weren't the ones that were dying from it. It was the old people. Numbers went up when they locked us all down too. Of course it did. Yeah, they went up here too. Believe me, you couldn't go anywhere. You could go to the grocery store. 4,000 cases per day. Like, where the hell is it coming from? My argument for that, Camel, my argument from that would be it's that people were not listening to the lockdown measures. The numbers had to come from somewhere. And I think it's because people were ignoring the measures that the government put out. And that's why lockdowns got worse and worse. That's a scapegoat? I don't know. I'm not in the government to know. Did they just pull the numbers out of their ass and go, oh. Like, believe me, it sounded weird. When everything was locked down and you couldn't go anywhere, and the numbers kept going up, you're like, how are they going up? What's the problem? And then the doctors would say, it's like, people are not listening to the measures we've set out, so we have to lock you down. And then they lock you down, and then you still have the jokes of people like, I'm going to go to my friends and have a beer. Yes, in Ontario it was mostly in old age homes. I think that's part of the joke, though. I think COVID the flu just became COVID. If you died from the flu, you died from COVID instead. If you died from stubbing your toe, you died from COVID. That was the joke. What can we do here? I mean, the problem with COVID, like I explained, like how like I get screened to go into work. It sucks because I've never had COVID. I hope to never get it. But the issue arises of like, okay, COVID has flu-like symptoms. So like, do you have the flu or do you have COVID? Or are they the same? I don't know. I don't know how that works. I wish I knew. See, that's what sucks. Everyone's got to be together here. Oh, okay. Attacks with a lightning bullet and rapid charge. How can you know the truth and not be skeptical of a new vaccine tech that the huge companies have no liability? It's crazy how people can be shepherded in such an easy way, opinion. Camel, I'll get straight to the point. Call me a sheep or whatever. I like doing things. I like going out and hanging out with friends, and I don't want my child to get sick. I try to exercise good judgment when things were going on. If I'm told by the government, and I'm led to still believe and trust my government still, they haven't done anything wrong in my opinion for me to no longer trust them. I trust my government. If they tell me that the way to go forward and move on with our lives is to get the vaccines, I'm going to get the vaccines. If my work told me I couldn't work anymore unless I had the vaccine, I'd go and get the vaccine. It's that simple. I don't know how many 2-year-olds have died from COVID, but quite frankly, if it's more than one, it's too many. That's the problem. And if that child's death could have been prevented because they're with people who don't get vaccines, that's a horrible perspective? I don't think so. Or again, are you referring to Stu's statement? But I also agree with Stu's statement. I'm going to trust the government. I'm going to trust the medical experts. Our government in Ontario, everyone dumped on Doug Ford. In his defense, he never made a decision that didn't involve the medical experts. That was his thing. We should all wear things that deflect lightning then. What are we wearing to deflect lightning? Okay, let's see how this works for these young folks. This probably is going to do like no damage. I can be severely... Okay, I'll take a 4th. I can't wait till I'll be able to buy something that'll be able to deflect lightning, though. I mean, if you're gonna make that, I'll buy that for $1. I mean, Camel, if medical experts or doctors are telling you that you should get a vaccine, you should probably get the vaccine. That's what I'm saying I would do. I would listen to the medical advice coming to me. If you're unsure, ask for a second or third opinion from another medical expert. And go from there. And if they all tell you you should get it, I would get it. Your doctor tells you not to get it. Why does your doctor tell you to not get it? Poor Randy. You got nailed there. Okay, but then that's fine. I thought we went over that already. If you're immune compromised and it's going to be bad for you to get the vaccine, then don't get the vaccine. That's it. Now, going forward, let's argue this. Does it suck, going back to our previous statements, that you can't go anywhere because you don't have your vaccines because you're immune compromised? That sucks. But that's the world we're in right now. I don't know what the answer is for you to get past that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not here to argue. I'm here to have open conversations, man. That's what it's about. That outlook is not the government. Weren't the medical experts telling you that you should get the vaccine, though? Doctors? Like, I think when the government is calling upon medical experts, they're referring to their top doctors in their country. That's at least what I think of. I still think when you're saying the government experts, I still think you're referring to medical professionals. We need to analyze these things, because if we don't, terribleness. Looks like a little bit of fire, Scarecrow. Savage horns. A savage water buffalo monster, once it begins its charge, it's nearly unstoppable. So maybe we should stop it from doing a charge? Oh, you don't have any fire? Oh, that's why this just went south. I wonder if this would work. I mean, I didn't really see them doing anything crazy, but... Oh, yeah. Sure. Okay. I see why I don't want them to do such a thing. Okay. Alright, so it's still all one ally. We don't have Kyria? How do we not have Kyria? Terribleness. I think the figureheads do a horrible job and are corrupt. And when they're the ones basically in charge of policy, it's scary to me. But are all the figureheads corrupt? Like, my answer to that is, okay, vote out the ones you don't like. Right, Stu's right. Like, so eventually when we... So, like, the saying was, like, for Canada, at least, was that... Okay, so we need 90% to turn it into an endemic, right? So if hate camel is in that 10% number, then it's gone. And then all the okay, you don't have to worry about being double vaccinated to be able to go to a restaurant or whatnot, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Are they not still trying to figure whether or not if you have had COVID, if your antibodies stick with you? Because I thought the last thing I read was that the antibodies only stick with you for about 6 to 9 months. And then after that, they don't know because it hasn't been that long. That's where the vaccines come in. So they just don't know the answer to that. So the answer to that is get the vaccine because that is what they know works. They don't know if your antibodies stick with you for life or if it's only for, a few months. 10% of people that have COVID are at risk getting it again. There you go. I'm very mad that we don't have more fire. This is scary. No? Although that could work. This could murder a few peeps. Poor Randy, just still injured again, not being able to do a damn thing about it. Can't analyze anybody. This is what sucks. Sucks the blood out of you. Is anyone like really hurt here? Randy, I guess, could use a sexual heal or not. He's not crazy here, but yes, you can still get it, but you won't be sick. Don't ask me how this works. I'm not a doctor. They recommend that people that have had COVID only need 1 vaccination shot instead of 2. Yeah, that's what sucks, like, going forward about everything of, like, well, you need to have 2 in order to move forward or something, right? Like, that's what sucks. Here's ailments. Well, that's not even gonna happen yet, so. There's nobody to impede. There's no one doing anything crazy right now. I might just murder him. Speed down! Yes, we don't want you doing a flaming snort. Oh, why did you have to go and do such a thing? That was so mean. Alright, so he's not going to act, or at least I don't think he's going to act. Finally, Randy Orlando gets to do something. Can we analyze this other thing? Yes, we can. Oh, that might murder him, so I might not even need to do that. Oh well, sorry about your luck there, Randy. That was not a bad little fight there. Great. Done. Detective, Chapter 2. So now I guess we're gonna go over to, wait, anywhere where we need to go? Downtown District. That's in that, so that's all back out. So now we can basically just go out to St. Ursula Medical Hospital. That's where we're gonna head. I don't know where we're going for that. Oh, we have to go back. Okay, back we go. Maybe there's a bus for us to take. I doubt it. We're just gonna run really fast. Turbo speed we go. Yeah, and you have to remember, Camel, like, I'm going to assume that Stu is only going to be able to pull numbers, obviously, for where we live. We both live in Ontario, so, like, we don't know the numbers of America, the world, or anything like that, but, like, I can believe him when he's spewing this stuff off, because I have read about it. Like, those are the exact problems we're sort of dealing with, so... south? Is that? No, this is gonna lead to like downtown. Stu's got the numbers, folks. South exit. Can we just go right to the medical center? We can. So who are we discussing with here? Wrong button, Jordan. Wrong button. Dr. Lego. They're going to be on what? It says the first floor internal medicine office that I can find. I think so. Where are you? Where are you, Dr. Lago? I guess you could be in here where it says medical offices. Probably. That's the elevator. Don't go in there. Otherwise, we're not going to go. Is this him? This is probably him. This guy looks like he's hopped up on goofballs and weed and God knows everything else. How can I really trust them to come all this way for a request like that? Perhaps I should have asked the brace girl. We're right here, actually, Lago. We're from the Crossbell Police Department. You're under arrest for your weed farm. Have a seat. Well, there's only one of us, and or one chair, and there's four of us. So, can we just get to this? I need you to retrieve a certain herb. Herbs and spices from the Colonel that we use in our internal lab medicine. It's called lupinous grass. Sadly, it's become something of a rarity these days, as in the Lupinous River, right? Which flows through Crossbell's City Harbor? Could be. He wants to find the grass ourselves and bring it back here. No, don't jump to conclusions, you idiots. I need you to obtain some from the Crossbell Cathedral. They should have a small reserve supply of the herb. Archbishop Elralda has already agreed to my request, so I would like for you to go there as my representative and pick it up. So we've turned into essentially a drugstore delivery guy. Not too bad. I think we can oblige Dr. Lago. Archbishop Aralda of the Crossbell Cathedral. That's him, thank you. Okay, I guess we're moving on. Where was the cathedral? I've already forgotten about this. I think they would tell you. It's nowhere here. Is it on the Ursula Road? Is it in Crossbell? Oh, there it is, right there. God damn it! We've got all the way back there and then head to the north. Never ends here. It never ends. It's just everything here is just a freaking fetch quest. It's like we're playing an MMO. Hey, kill those 14 squirrels over there. We'll be fine. All right. Before we grab that, I'm just going to take a quick break. I'll be right back.
search me. I'll give it all up just to be with you. I'm so happy. Now you got me. I'll surrender all my love to you. Don't you see what you're doing to me? I'm in love and I can't break free. Now I'm begging with you, baby. Please don't leave me hanging. Oh, oh, oh. It's a lockdown, baby. You drive me crazy. Ain't no escaping. Your love has got me doing time. You're my attorney, my judge and jury. I'm pleading guilty, so lock me up with the key. Oh, 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 yeah. I said lock me up with the key. Yeah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Lock me up with the key. Baby, it's a lockdown, baby, you drive me crazy. Ain't no escaping, your love has got me doing time. You're my attorney, my judge and jury. I'm pleading guilty, so lock me up with the key. You gotta take away the key, my baby. Lock me up with the key. Keep me in there. Lock me up with the key. Hey, pretty baby, come and save me. I got a confession for you. Call me crazy, but I may be committing a crime of the first degree. I'm not pretending, I mean what I'm saying. I'm coming in with my hands held high. Gotta face it, I'm not gonna make it without your love, and I got nowhere to go. Don't you see what you're doing to me? I'm in love and I can't break free. Now I'm begging with you, baby. Please don't leave me hanging. Oh, 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 no, it's a lockdown, baby. You drive me crazy. Ain't no escaping. Your love has got me doing time. You're my attorney, my judge and jury. I'm pleading guilty, so lock me up with the key. Oh, babe. Yeah. I said lock me up with the key. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Lock me up with the key. You can't restrain me. You can search me. I'll give it all up just to be with you. I'm so happy. Now you got me. I'll surrender all my love to you. Don't you see what you're doing to me? I'm in love and I can't break free. Now I'm begging with you, baby. Please don't leave me hanging. Oh, oh, oh. It's a lockdown, baby.
Unmuting myself also works well. And we love everyone's opinions around here. Hey, Camel. They're open. At least you didn't call us all assholes. That obviously doesn't usually go very well for you. All right, back on into the city. Looks like we're going through the north part to go to the cathedral, because these are just these random goose chases that we're after, like through the rich part of town. Oh, can we go to the bar? I mean, we could go to the casino. I mean, what are we taking as reputable? Like, I just want to throw this out there. Like, what if Stu found a full page of study from like Stanford Medicine or Harvard Medicine or John Hopkins Medicine saying that lockdowns save lives. Is that like not? No, but like, okay, let's back up for a second here. We are on a Twitch stream from some crazy Canadian who has like maybe 4 viewers. My expectation is to believe Stu. I don't need him to copy and paste a Google image or study that he's found here, nor do I want him to do that. But can't we just trust individuals here? Like I said, Stu's a friend. I have no reason to not believe Stu. I trust Stu. But I also think a lot of the stuff that we're taking, and I mentioned before earlier, is that Stu might be talking about just Ontario or Canada. And we are very different from what's happening in America. And that might be what we're doing at. I have seen the stuff that Stu is referring to, at least if we're talking about Ontario. The lockdowns did work. You know, if you want to believe the models of the things that people showed, that like, hey, if we didn't lock down everyone, here's where our numbers would be. And it was, you know, like the Bitcoin like 2 years ago, just skyrocketing up, right? Like, and then because we locked down, like, our numbers went down. So they did work. Did people not like I think what happens is there are a lot of people, well, because the models are just based on numbers, right? Numbers just based on the fact of they took this number. If they keep going up, like, that's all they can work with. Can we take this for a matter of a fact here? Let's say no lockdowns happen. They just let this just go. And then they just basically just pinned the numbers of like as they went up. And they said, look, we told you this was going to happen, but you guys didn't want to lock down. Those are facts, right? Those aren't just, you know, skewed models. But you have to believe them. Like, do you not think that if they saw the model numbers go down, that they wouldn't tell us that we couldn't be not locked down anymore? Like, that's sort of what's happening right now. Why can't I go here and pray? Uh-oh, what's back here? Some guy's house? Cemeteries? But what country was one that didn't lock down that did better? Don't say America. I thought Japan did lock down, though. Yeah, but they're locking down again because they saw numbers. Yeah, they're locking down because of the Olympics. They're having an influx of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people from all over the world coming to their country. I don't see. Yeah, but if they didn't have to do a huge, like, let's jump to this. If they didn't have to do a huge lockdown because their population sort of was already following what was asked of them. This goes back to my earlier point. There's a reason why you had to go into a lockdown, okay? It's because nobody listened when the government gave out, here are our measures. This is what we don't want you to do. Don't hang out with family that you don't live with. Don't needlessly go out and shop for things you don't need. And what did everybody do when it happened? They didn't listen. And what happened? The COVID numbers went up. So then they were forced at their hand because people couldn't listen. I think that argument could go everywhere. If you just listened, maybe, I'm not saying for sure, but I'm just saying maybe it wouldn't have happened. Maybe a lockdown wouldn't have happened. So that's what my argument would be for Japan, is maybe they as a group followed. The mask thing doesn't work over here in the West. If you've seen anything related, a YouTube video or anything out east, Japan, China, they have a very different take on sick people. Masks are everywhere. That's a thing. And at first I was uneducated on this fact. This was before COVID, but I was under the impression of are they afraid of getting sick? Like, why are people wearing masks everywhere? What's the thing? Again, before COVID. And it was until I realized that these people are being considerate of the others around them. And that's a big point right there. That works into the COVID. If they feel like they have a cold coming, or they're feeling sick, but they have to go off and live their lives like they do, they wear a mask so they don't infect others. So that's why I say maybe the lockdowns didn't have to be such as a bad thing as they were in here in Canada or US or anywhere else. Because in Japan, I hate to say this, but I'm a fucking person who lives in Canada. Maybe over there in Japan, they're a little bit more considerate of their fellow man. Maybe. Maybe. Can I mean, Stu? Hold on. I tried to look at Sweden, Stu. The son yelled at me. I don't even know if that's the right way to Sweden, by the way. I see trees, Stu. Is that Sweden? Could be Sweden. Maybe they just haven't moved into an era that we know most masks don't work close enough. Okay, thank God. Which one of these morons needs the weed? Father Genis! Are you the weed guy? Are you the guy for the honey pot? It must be this guy. God be. I mean, let's argue from the very beginning of this. Do you remember at the very beginning when everywhere was telling us don't wear masks? And they were hiding the fact from us, was the fact that they did not have enough for everybody. That was the problem. But they wouldn't tell you that. Instead, the government thought it was a better idea to tell you just to not wear one because it didn't help. Right? Yeah, N. As in November, not M. Camel, no one's afraid to speak about inconvenient truths. Yeah, so like at the very beginning, you were told by everyone, oh, don't wear masks, you don't need them. When in reality, the harsh reality was they didn't have enough for the ones in the hospitals. And then they realized, oh shit, everyone's going to need to have a mask. Now we don't have enough. And then everyone bought too many, and now everyone wears a mask. And I mean, look, can we joke about something here? You know how comical it is that when I go into a restaurant, now a lot of places like I think we can now eat in a restaurant. I haven't eaten inside a restaurant yet since we've opened up. It's all patios. But can I just share what's comical here is that for some of these places I've been through, there's no access outside, right? So you have to go through the restaurant for like 6 seconds to get to their patio entrance, right? So I have to do the dog and pony show of I'm outside, I open the door, go into the restaurant, I put on a mask, I tell them I'd like a table for 2.5. That's the joke, okay? 2 adults and half a child, you know, because he's little, right? That's the joke. You put a mask on for 6 seconds to walk through to go back outside. That's the comical shit of this. Okay? Like, let's just be adults about some stuff like that. Of like, it's already known that close contact has to be like within a 6-foot radius for 15 minutes. Okay? There's no one in the restaurant industry I'm going to be talking to for 15 minutes straight about me getting a table outside. Like, that's the joke, but everyone does it, right? Like, of course I'm going to do it. If I want to go outside and eat somewhere, I accept the fact that that's just part of the show. Put on your little mask, walk 10 feet, take it off, and I'm right back to, you know, there's people beside me, everyone's talking, everyone's having a good time. That's what we want to be back towards. Do I know whether they're vaccinated? I don't know. Then they would act accordingly. Yes, they would. But wasn't that the problem at the start? People didn't act accordingly at the start, so then their hand was forced. Camel, I think Stu gets you. I think Stu gets you. Otherwise, he would have already told you off. But Stu's a good man, good people, and like I said, yeah, heaven forbid. God, no. Could you imagine if we had tens of thousands of people in here and we had statements coming out where I would lose 25% loss in my viewers? Jesus Christ, I would never be able to to recover. No, that's what I mean. That's why it's comical to me, Camel, is it's part of the dog and pony show, right? It's so comical that I have to put a mask on. I mean, if I was to be straight about this, I don't think it's not the restaurant that wants it. I think if they want to, they can have it. But it's our government. Like, that's the ruling that we've laid out, is that if you're going to be indoors, you have to wear a mask. That's it. Can you dumb that down a little bit for me there? Can you not extrapolate from that? What's that big E word mean? It's not ecstasy. I don't know. Yeah, like, that's the joke. You walk through 10 feet through the restaurant when there's no one in the restaurant. Follow the hostess to take you to your table outside to then remove your mask. Oh, I can't. Oh, okay. Yes. No, I can't explain it because it's just so silly. Yeah, just like Stu said, it's a dumb policy, but if the restaurant wants to continue to operate right now because it's classified as an indoor space, like he said, as silly as it may be, that restaurant doesn't want the Ministry of Labor or someone to come in from a government agency and go, hey, I noticed you let that person walk in without a mask, even though they're the only person inside. We're going to shut you down. Yes, of course. But are AC systems around the world now going to have to be retrofitted with new filters or refixed for COVID now? Maybe not for a restaurant. I wouldn't argue it's ruining a life. I mean, maybe it is for the restaurant owner, the workers there, obviously. Like, of course they're feeling it. Like, of course they are. Like I said, I don't think it's ruining it for the customer. But the customer equals money to give to the owner and whatnot. Like, are we talking outside of a money situation, Camel? Like, I mean, I already know that they're hurting. I know that's a thing. All right. We don't know what this guy's deal is. I thought we were just here to pick up weed. And we're not. I should have paid attention instead of paying attention to my chat. That's what happens. It's our duty to follow through no matter how difficult the Archbishop may be. Excuse me, Archbishop Aralda! Hand me the weed. We were informed by Dr. Lago that he intends to use all of these herbs. Oh, so I guess he doesn't want to give these herbs up because they might be used to be puff puff, maybe? Oh yeah, I mean, 100% of restaurants had to close. I believe there was a hot window there where we couldn't even do takeout. But then, of course, it was takeout for the longest time, or delivery. Oh yeah, permanently as well. There's tons of businesses, not even just restaurants. Tons of businesses that did not come out of this, unfortunately. Oh, so that's what you're meaning by, like, the ruining lives part. Yes, oh yeah, I don't disagree with that. Again, like, that could have been... Camel, I don't know if you've ever heard about what my take was very early on about this. But that was a failure on the governments at the very beginning. Now again, you could argue to your previous statement, who's going to pay for it? Well, you and me are. That's just the acceptance of what we do for taxes. But when they knew that they were going to shut down everyone, lock everyone down, the government should have been handing out money hand over fist. No one should have lost their business. No one should have lost their home. And no one should have gone hungry because of COVID-19. And if that meant that everyone had to get $5,000 a month to get them through this for however long it needed to be, that's what should have happened. And it didn't. That's the failure. They did. Yeah, like I brought it up before you'd come in, Stu, about the CERB and the getting the $2,000. Did it cover for most people? But it's still, like, you had a lot of the problems. Like, again, I can only speak for Ontario, in our area. There was a lot of places like, for instance, I rent. I was lucky enough to not lose my job through all this. I worked. But they had plans for people that you could not pay your rent because of COVID and you had to apply to it. But it also worked in the other way of, like, people who owned businesses, right? You applied to the government to, I guess, to push your rent or whatever. But it didn't work that way for businesses. You had to have the landlord apply for it. And of course, if you're a landlord, you're like, oh, I should still get my money. Otherwise, I'll just kick them out. Well, then you couldn't kick them out and evict them for payment over from COVID, and it opened up a can of worms that no one knew of, that shouldn't have existed had everyone been taken care of at the very beginning. Campbell, I would agree with you. I think we locked down a little too much, to be honest. I can't speak for all of the policies. I think a lot of them are a little silly, but again, that's just part of the way of looking at it. Is we're told that this is the way it's got to be from the government. If you don't like this, then you're not working. Your company shuts down. That's the end of the discussion, and they hold a lot of power, unfortunately, to do that. So you just have to play along with it until they remove those things, right? It is scary, but like I said earlier, I still trust my government to do the right thing. I'm still waiting for them to tell me about the aliens. They haven't done that yet. That's where we differ. So, did we even get the weed here, or what? I feel like he didn't want us to get the weed. He was in the office on the left. Let's hurry and get over there. He's gonna run in there like through the back room. All right, so to me, like the office is over here, right? This isn't really an office. Does that exist from the previous government, Camel? Or has that always been sort of the way things have gone? Like, I would say that as an outsider, like, unfortunately, Donald Trump did not help a lot of things. You've always felt that. Okay, I just wanted to... Because I would say it would be fair for people to say, feel both ways. But, you know, how the hell that guy got in was you know, unfortunately how it went over. Yeah, we're sort of figuring out about government atrocities going forward with the residential schools and whatnot nowadays. Sister, oh, I thought it was Sister Mabel, you know, Eminem from the WWF. Mabel was the third man, Dave Meltzer. That's what you were told. I mean, I understood how Trump got elected. Like, people wanted change. And they thought he would be able to give it to him. And boy, did he ever. But I mean, like, it's not unfathomable to see from the outside of how he, like, you can look back on it now and go, how the fuck did that guy get? But, like, at the time, I literally think, like, I don't even think Trump even believed that he was gonna win, for Christ's sakes. But it doesn't shock me to believe that he got elected. Because at the time, when you asked anybody, like, around, except for the big Trumpers or whatever, like, a lot of people thought, like, oh, like he had said, I'm going to clean up the swamp, you know, fix everything. Like, anyone can say that. That's what you say when you're running for school president, thinking you can give people more days off during the week. Like, it doesn't work that way, but people will believe you. I think it goes more true to, like, what Stu says. They're more social media influencers. If you can get more people to follow you, then that's just how it's going to work out, right? I would think you'd be in the minority on that one, Camel. Come on, Sleepy Joe! Come up behind you, rub your shoulders. Place a kiss on your cheek. Sanders! I think so. I think that's the man that he would have been good. I think he would have been really good. I love how people say, like, he's too old. Like, wasn't Donald Trump like 76? And then isn't Joe Biden like 70 something? What's with you guys in electing super old presidents? I mean, I know Obama wasn't old when he got in. Certainly aged afterwards, but I mean, I always wondered, would Bernie would have won against Trump? That's always one for the ages. So I know a lot of people are not a fan. Gotta build them up somehow, right? Can't they be two different things, Camel? I absolutely think corporations are rigging elections everywhere in the world. They have far too big of a say. Like, I don't know if the same applies to, as in Canada, but how on earth in America can a corporation be classified as a person? Every time y'all answer a question, it plays credence to my perspective. Look, I just want them to tell me the aliens are real. We're slowly getting there, okay? They just started to release all those videos about things that they couldn't really, they don't want to call them aliens. They were even a little off on calling them UFOs here and there, but there was another term they were referring to them as, and I can't remember what it was, but like all those like UAPs, thank you. And basically what it just rolled down to was that they were things that they can't explain, doing things that doesn't make sense to us physics-wise, right? Like that's essentially how I've seen like the fighter pilots breaking it up and whatnot. Like, oh yeah, like we're not denying that this is happening right in front of us, but this thing just like somehow turned and went a bajillion miles an hour out of nowhere. Like, based on what we know of our gooey selves, that should not be a possibility to have something inside there doing that. And basically, we don't have any drones that are capable of doing that type of stuff. So like, I have some military friends that I work with, and always the joke is like that they'll discuss is that, man, it's like, do you really think that there's another country that's capable of doing these things? If you're led to believe that the United States is the top tier of, let's say, military and military work, right? Do you really think that if it's not them doing that stuff, that it's some other country that's just come this far working on this stuff? Look back through history, the last few big pandemics are all spaced out 100 years apart like a schedule. It's almost as if the government's working on it, Stu. What's the big, is it the Illuminati? Maybe, are they still at work here? I think so. So is this where we get the weed from? I'm still trying to figure this out. Oh, sorry, lupinous grass. Yeah, imagine he just has to go into his pocket. Where are you going? You getting it out of like your drawer? The thing that annoyed me for the longest time was they just chose to ignore the UFO thing. The argument to that is, of course, of like, we're in a world full of every single person has a phone capable of 1080p, 60, 4K. Everyone's got a camera on themselves, and now no one has pictures of aliens. Like, that's the weird thing, right? Although it is a big, big place, this Earth we live on. That I don't know. Isn't there like, there's like a paradox. Isn't it called the Fermi paradox? Of like, for as large as everything is right now, like, how on earth can we be alone? But at the same time, the universe is really, 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 really big. Really big. And even if you are capable of flying in light years, it's still really, really, really far away. Yeah, how many dash cams are in Russia, right? How have they not caught like just a single, alien just walking about, right? I mean, maybe it's not as rare as we think it is. Oh, finally, Father Renton. He's going to bring us up to speed here. Dr. Lago originally studied to be a priest at this very cathedral, so he wanted to work in the church. Internal medicine and its relevant subjects are surprisingly similar to the subjects studied by the Septian Church. It's known for its research into medicinal treatments and the like. See, it is getting into weed. But why exactly did Dr. Lago leave to join the medical college? He was scouted out by the hospital's director. Despite learning everything he knew about general medicine from Aralda, he challenged the field of modern medicine, trumped all else, and ended up leaving the path of priesthood. Archbishop is stubborn because of this, hence why he didn't want to help him out. End of story. Alright, so now we have to go back to the good doctor and give him the weed. I heard a physicist say that in an interview that he believes that it's possible because of the supreme distance between objects in the universe that there has never been a collision in the, what's the Oort cloud or the Kuiper belt? Are those like galaxies or stars or something? Back to Dr. Lago. We're done here. Sorry. Just can't take you churchy folk. Now I've got to go back. Take a bus back to Crossbell to go back to St. Ursula Medical College. Oh my god. Like, the running around here is ridiculous. What time is it? 3:20. Almost time for wrapping it all up. That's not where I wanted to go! I thought Crossbell was going to be on there. Oh, it is. There we go. Ended up working out well for us. Where was the Ursula call? Wait. Oh, I'm an idiot. Yes, to the south we want to go. Wrong way, moron! That's the geofront. That's not where we want to go. Not to the lawyer, you fool. Children are playing around patios, enjoying themselves, because of course they can. That sounds like a physicist that was paid off by Area 51 to go off through everyone on their trail. Probably. Kuiper belt? I thought I've heard of Kuiper belt. Kuiper belt? Yeah, sure. Sounds right. Ugh. We're sort of at that point, too, where, like, I would go down and fight everything. Kuiper. Kipper? Pronunciation is not my strong suit here, obviously. Kuiper! There we go. Wrong way. Doctor, I have your weed. And we got a story. Mind checking if it's the right thing? Smoke it. Light up a doobie right here. Yeah, I'm sure the Archbishop told you some stories about you. Didn't even open the letter you sent, Doctor. Considering how long it took him to respond, I thought that might have been the case. Well, it wasn't easy getting the stuff since we came with no appointment, but we got it for you nevertheless. Enjoy your weed. One of the priests there filled us in. Despite his stubbornness, I'm almost positive that Archbishop Aralda approves of the path he chose, Dr. Lago. I'm happy that that all came through. I think he would appreciate that, sir. I think he would appreciate that quite a lot. Maybe you should both go off to a bar, a patio, maybe in Crossbell City. Have a drink or 8. Get a few things off your chest for each other there. All right. Finally, Testaments training, Client Abyss downtown, and then there's also fishing over at the Lao Town Inn in Shanshan. Okay. Back to the city we go. Remember when I said progress could get made today? Maybe? I think that somewhat happened today. I am waiting for a bus. And then I hit you with pies for 5 minutes. That's good comedy right there. Now I shut my light off for the lighting, and now I feel like it needs to be turned back on somehow. I thought those kids were chasing me for a hot minute. I was like, whoa, kids, you can't just be chasing me around like that. I mean, there's this is the Lao place, right? Yeah, so who are we actually chatting it up with here? They're both medium. Shan Shan. Shan Shan? Are you Shan Shan? No, you're Wald. Owner's some annoying dude, but he's got the grub that's decent there, and the waitress is pretty friggin' sexy. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I feel you. Are we feeling everybody right now? I do agree. I think the Men in Black people are real. Probably not to the extent of, like, the entertainment value of the movie. Like, I don't think they were, I don't think they're, got aliens working for them and whatnot. I mean, I thought Stu was going off of the alien talk. Hence why the Men in Black came up. Shan Shan! What's your support request about fishing for some ingredients here? And where on earth do I have to go to get these things? Well, she is a cutie. Work's work, but is it me or does it get saddled with a lot of fetch quests? I mean, to think of that as a bigger statement, it almost absolutely has to be a thing, right? Like, outside of the movie, I truly do believe there would have to be a government agency that would have to deal with that type of shit, that would have to keep it on the down low. Like, that's not so shocking when you think of it, right? Governments love to keep their secrets. You know, and that's their... Like, I'm trying to think... Oh, what was the movie? What was the movie? Will Smith, Jeff Goldblum... Independence Day. Wasn't it, like, how does the government hide money like that? And then it's like, I think it was, Jeff Goldblum's dad in the movie. He's like, do you really think they spend $50 on a toilet seat? Right? Like that's how that stuff gets funneled into so many different things, right? I forgot the real hero of that movie. Oh, Randy Quaid? Who could forget about Randy Quaid? What's he up to nowadays? Probably not. Wasn't he hiding in Canada? Because he was... some shit was going... I think he was extradited to jail. It was starting to be in reality to me of, like, he truly was always just Cousin Eddie. Right? Like, you thought you'd believe, like, maybe he's just a really good actor. That's a great part. You know, you're gonna get typecast by that, but you know, like Cousin Eddie can make you laugh all, and then you realize like maybe that's just really Randy Quaid. And how is he so crazy, but Dennis Quaid is not? I'm sure there's a few other Quaids. They're just not as big. Just like the Baldwin brothers, right? Well, it feels bad to hear it, though. I think we can help you out. I am a fisherman. Dish calls for a fish that's both slender and long. If Randy doesn't pipe on in with a joke right now, I don't even know if I can continue on with this game right now. Reservations for 5 people, so we need 5 of the same type of fish. So we need 5 of the same type of fish. Randy Orlando is better than Randy Quaid. I mean, there was not even an argument for that, right? You want 5 long and slender fish. If we fail to catch them, then you'll settle for another fish as long as they are identical. Wait, so like, what fish do you want? You still didn't... Let's find 5 elongated and slender fish, but if that can't be done... yeah. Now we gotta find a slender and long fish. I mean, that would be a rain eater, right? That looks... Or... Is an eel a fish? They are all fish. Don't hate. Okay, I won't hate. But okay, so if you were going to pick a long and slender fish, would you say it's an eel or the rain eater? I don't think any of these other ones are it. I think you should look at the length. I mean, if we're looking at, like, okay, but the problem is we've also only caught one of each. So an eel is obviously going to be longer than a lot of fish. I didn't even realize I might have had more. No. Now I'm confused. Should I just, like, look this up? Fishing for ingredients. I feel like I should just, like, look that up. Just so we're not, like, fighting. I like when it just pops up. All right. What the hell? They don't even, like, say which one it is, man. I had to look this up, honestly, after I did. Do you remember which one it was? Like even Reddit isn't really helping me. With what it is. But we don't know what the long fish is! Like, is it the eel? Is the eel the long fish? Because then I can just go to that place for the fish, right? Reg is how long it is, which was the eel. So the eel is your longest. So we need to go to Ursula Road. The fuck is Ursula Road? South. Alright. I guess off we go. That's not where we want to go. Oh, you're trying to help me without spoiling. Oh, I don't mind. Like, stuff like that doesn't scream of spoiling. I mean, we're after more detective points, right? Like, that's what screams to me is what we need to get done, right? At least in my opinion. But, oh, what do we need to catch an eel? Earthworm. Can we talk about Seattle not taking Carey Price? Oh! Can I just say, I gotta turn my fan on, sorry. I think Carey Price came out after that. I think he is selling his injury. Because I don't think he wanted to go to Seattle. And then he had, like, his wife go on Instagram and say that. I literally think that he sold to them that I'm injured, don't take me, because if you take me, I'm going to be off for a year. And you're going to pay me $11 million to sit at home. Carey Price is, yeah, the Montreal Canadiens star goaltender. Where on earth is there a fishing spot here? Either hockey or syrup. He could be both. So what'll suck but not that it matters. But I don't think he's going to take any time off this year. He will play. He'll probably play poorly. And then he'll, you know, he might have a bad first 20 games and then he'll be off for the year and it won't matter anyways. But like, I thought Seattle would have had a chance, just sort of like similar to like how Marc-Andre Fleury signed with Las Vegas. Like, I thought that would have been a good resurgence. Like, that's how you build yourself there, right? Get yourself a good goalie and start from there. Start your build. But I guess not. He's sticky like syrup, aren't we all? Aren't we all? I'm just trying to find some... Oh, what the hell? Are you coming at me? I think y'all has... I mean, it depends on what he's doing to make his hands sticky. But yes, sticky. Like, you know, Campbell, if you get a little overexcited, you can have sticky hands too. Works the same way, bud. I went there. Because I think you have to go there. If you don't go there, then what's the point of streaming? At least buy you a drink first? No! I can't buy you a drink. Not allowed. But I'm not one to say whether or not you should have a drink or not. So, if I have to buy you a drink, I'll buy you a drink. Alright, who needs to be healed? Oh, I forgot. Like, everyone just needs to be healed here. This is disaster zones. Hopefully you don't murder anybody. God, such a big waste of... Is that going to hit both of them? Oh, I got lucky. Still didn't murder them. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong people. I'm fighting the urge because I finished off my last beer. I think I'll be happier with myself tomorrow if I fight the urge. Well, I think so too. I think so too. I'm just thinking, during all this time, were you having a drink or were you having a conversation with us about everything, right? Look how that worked out for you. Maybe it worked out well. I don't know. I don't even know if like we were able to go this way before. I mean, look, wait, like we discussed, if you've got access like those dog head IPAs, those are tough fights. Alright, I don't know if we're going to murder all of these pineapple fruits and everything fighting here, but I've been talking a lot today. That's a good stream today. Hey! No. Hey, Army Pineapple, how dare you? So now we gotta analyze this fucking pineapple. Talk to ourselves. Appears to be a fruit, but is actually a monster. It slows enemies. Is that what it does? I guess. When you hear all the voice actors from these characters, you will love it, I think. Yeah, it was you that brought up I was able to get it work. Well, at least I think I have it working for Trails to Azure. I'm not entirely sure. I have to test it, but I wasn't able to find the package for the voice actors for this one, unfortunately. So I just sort of don't know where we gotta go with that forward. But I was able to find it for it was that was the weird thing. It was in the package for it was in the package for Azure, but it wasn't for Zero, unfortunately. And we're a little too far in deep for me to go searching for it, and it's not too big of a bother. I don't think to a lot of people would be nice. Oh, so it'll be cool, like playing a different game. Voice acting to me changes those things a ton. I love seeing that stuff get thrown in. I think it's great. That sucks that she didn't get the critical hit there. That sucks. Everyone else gets a free critical, not you. I hit you with my giant staff. I also was blown away when I finally put the voice acting in. They did a real great job, and I don't speak the language. Wait. Is it not English VAs? Why was I under the impression it was English voiceovers? Are we still on Ursula? Okay, we're still on Ursula Road, so that hasn't changed. I'm gonna attack a pickle? Why does this feel like a road that we haven't been down? I just got murdered by a pickle. I mean, not that it matters, because I'll still read it. Cause that, wait, so if I'm trying to remember, both of these games, it was something like about an evolution, like GameSpot, like it was like, it was like Zero no Kiseki Evolution or something, and that's the one that they had the voice acting on, right? Well, I mean, is it every single thing voiced? Is that it? Because that would make it a ton, obviously. At least we're getting some decent, I don't like... I'm only saying this like, I mean, okay, I'll come back this way, but I want to go back the other way to the south, because we haven't gone this way. I don't know why we haven't gone. Not everything, only main quest, but it is a ton. Yeah, because so I think this was blocked. And we went down this way. Because we did go down to Ursula College, or the Ursula Roadway. So now I'm trying to find where the hell was the... Where the hell was the fishing spot? And why are these all new? Why am I so confused about everything going on? I think Hate Camel threw me off with the thinking it was English voice acting. Camel, I want to run a test to see if I've installed it correctly on Azure. If I play like the first 20 minutes of Azure, am I going to ruin the story for this game? Okay, so don't... Ah, shit. I guess I'll have to just finish it up then. Okay, I will not do that then. I will not do that. So I wonder if that thing, like, moves. It probably does move. Hopefully towards me. Damn it! Oh, I paid for that. Oh, I paid for that. That was good. That was good. I deserve that. I just want to finish this one spot so we can continue on. I mean, I gotta get going in like 15 minutes. Never skip ahead in these games is my opinion, because I personally haven't skipped ahead ever, because at this point I think it's made me think, oh yeah, like I love the story stuff. I mean, it's, I just wasn't sure of, like, because when I started this game to test it out, literally about, like, I played it for about 15 minutes. Like, basically they stumbled around Crossbell for a little bit, so like you didn't really know what was going on, and I didn't know the characters, so I couldn't really argue anything was spoiled. But obviously, if something happens in that first 20 minutes of that game, I'm gonna know. Or if they bring up something, then I'm gonna be feeling really pissed about it, obviously. So I guess I'll have to just wait. Where is the fishing spot? I wish it'd be a little bit more, like, I don't know what that means. Estuary. What does that mean? Is that like the area? I think I found your stream when you first started this because I just started Azure and was looking to rewatch. Yeah, there's not a lot of us playing these games, obviously. Hence the viewership. It's obviously, like, not that it matters. Not that it matters. I don't stream for the viewership, obviously. But Persona is obviously a far more popular franchise for people. Oh, I remember. There is a fishing spot down here. At least I think there is. I hope there is. Fishies? There it is! I can't remember what we're supposed to use for the eel. Earthworm. I can't use the earthworm. Oh, can I only use it with this one? Oh, okay. Did I also play all of Sky? Yep. Yep, I played through all 3 of them. They're on the YouTube. Loved it. Loved every second of it. Gluttonous Bass. No, I wouldn't be playing this one if we hadn't finished all 3 of those. I also don't I don't do that stuff either. Like, I won't jump into a game like a sequel of a game without like, it wouldn't have made sense to me. I don't think we're going to get an eel here. I think an eel is going to be like in a river or something. Like, it was very shocking when Joshua and Estelle appeared in this game. That was a little odd. They still haven't, like, really introduced themselves to us. Like, we know of them, but beyond that, like, nothing really has come out. I'm assuming more will be said about them, obviously, but nope. You know, we can speak about those games. Those are all given. Oh, see, those are gonna run away. Nothing here. I wish I knew where we sort of needed to go to. I didn't realize how long this was either, but like, I'm not even getting, like, it's Ursula Road. Not much more is being said. Now there isn't even any water around here. Butterfly. Hey, I don't remember. Whatever you were, dead. This looks like something that might be where we catch the eels. I mean, if you want to talk about those, I'm more than open to talk about those games. I felt so bad that I didn't even realize like half the stuff I was missing because of everything going on, orbment-wise and everything like that. Like, I felt a little stupid, to be honest, but... Oh, come on. There's no fishing spot here. Get on over there, Randy. That up, boy. That's what we like to see. Oh, that's not what I like to see. I forgot they blew up in our face. God damn it. Oh, well. Gonna wear those once every once in a while. Going to wear those once. Yeah, no experience points here, so... Like, is there water up here? No, he's afraid of me just as much as I'm afraid of him. Yeah, you guys are just gonna run away. Oh, come on! There's a spot to... Oh, there we go. I think Third did a good job of tying a ton together. A few of those things tying this into this game. Oh! That's interesting. That's interesting that they tie up even that stuff. I mean, I would assume so. Like, I thought we were sort of, maybe onto something, but like this yin and then zin, I know Baker's been sort of like poking at it, but I don't know if it's, you know, if it's stuff I should be thinking of or not. Eel? That's for carp. Using this. Sure. I don't even know what or 5. Like, I feel like it wants those 5 long fish for the most detective points. Every game, from what I know, starts right after each other. Yeah, like this game was only like what, a 3-month window from the previous games. So like everything wrapped up rather nicely. Like you see Joshua and Estelle, they've moved on to another spot. These were the only things that were biting. And we're not getting the eels. I sort of don't know what we should be doing here. Like, did we get lucky with this eel? Like, I still don't know what that estuary mean. I gotta look. Like, what does that estuary mean? Ursula Road estuary mean? Ursula Road. What are your thoughts on any previous characters coming back? Any intuition? As far as I know, they would all be coming back. I thought this would be completely off the table of having anyone from the previous games. Because what I was led to believe when I started with the series was that they were separated into their countries, I guess, would be the statement. All right, so like, so are you saying it's this area? Like, I want this area? Like, so we're going south towards the medical college. That's not where we want to go. We want to go this way? Is that it? Because that was the area we went to before. But my thinking is that, well, we never went that way. Those are new enemies, right? So that's the problem in thinking off to that. I guess we'll find, like, unless it was this. Like, that's off to the side if you wanna get technical. Like, one person brought up off to some ruins. I don't see ruins here. Like, this isn't ruins. This is just, I think it's that. But there's no, like, there's a fishing spot, but it's like, it's not in here, right? What the fuck are we ambushed? Are you kidding me right now? And there is one more off to the side. On your same path, I think. So should I, because the delay sort of sucks here, should I continue to head towards the hospital? Or should I continue to go back north to where we were previously? There's a smaller area off to the side on your way to Ursula. Okay. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, hopefully I can catch it soon. I gotta go, unfortunately, but I didn't want to end off, like, in the middle of something, but it sort of has been like that. Not 100% through. Yeah, like, when I'm reading this, that's the problem of playing a game like this. You don't really get a lot of, Yeah, so I have found the shoreline. I have found the pond. It's a place where you can see some ruins in water. Rings on the water are not visible. You have to just walk to the edge and look for an exclamation point. See, that doesn't sound right to me, but like, if I'm thinking that... Oh! So is this it? This can't be it. Is this the spot where there's no, because it's over here. That's not it. Okay, yeah, because I don't think we're catching. Well, I don't know why I'm having this. Like, when I'm looking at this, I don't like. I think when I look at this, I think this black thing is ruins. So that's what I think it is. And that's the one area I haven't come across, but I've caught an eel. There's a smaller area that either came right before or right after you. I mean, I guess I go right to Ursula at this point, right? I'm already here. See where this little spot is. It's not here. So we'll keep going. Like, that's the other, like, there's little areas like this, little pockets, but there's no water there. Go back. Wait, what? Oh! No, that wasn't it. A little north. There's nothing popping out there. Or do you mean this little area here? Little island thing looking? Damn it! I wasn't even turned the wrong way, you melon head. Yeah, I might just make my way to Ursula, and then if it's not there, we'll call it regardless. You know, near 4-hour stream is always solid in my books. But I gotta go to baseball soon. And pick up the wife. Yeah, there's nothing. There's no fishing spot there. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think that is it either. Get away from me, you weirdo. Yeah, and then so there was this. Which I guess this could be another one. Like, I'll stumble around here, but I don't see an exclamation point like the game is mentioning. Or, not the game, but the, And so we got that one. That wasn't it. And then there's the college right there, which I don't think there's another spot. Yeah. So that's my thought, is it's at that other area. Like, so I wonder if, what does this say? Because that's the fork at the sandbar. So we could go back there. I do have a couple minutes. Let's go see if, like, that new area. This wasn't even the area I thought it was. Well, I guess it is somewhat, but. Everything's chasing me away. We're running away from fishies and enemies that can murder us. Yeah, I guess like I thought maybe there would have been a spot there. That's just for the treasure chest to read it 16 times, but no. But yeah, this is the new area. I think there's a treasure chest down here that we did not get. I got a poo, man. Of all the Trails games, Camel, what was your favorite? I know, like, when Baker was talking, like, I don't think this was like his favorite, which to me is odd, because I'm like, not that any of the Trails in the Sky games were bad, because they weren't. But I'm liking this one. I don't know what it is about it. Can't put my finger on it. Alright, so that's a bad monster. And we're not level 25, not even close. I don't think so. 20, yeah. Gonna have some work put in there. Well, now we gotta fight a couple of pickles. Pickle Rick. How dare you? How freaking dare you? Well, gonna get a quick attack there. Oh, you can't nail them both. That sucks. Oh well. Not bad, decent damage. Nice! That'll work out well. I don't understand what that 7 rush thing is. Sure, murder it. Oh, poor Randy hates when you take a dive at him and just doesn't work over well. Terra Bomb. In a flash of extrapreneurial inspiration, you decide to pin a notice to the chest for rent, newly renovated interior, 200 mira a month. Jesus. Expensive. Oh. We're at a point where these things are attacking me. Well, I guess I will wrap it up after this fight because I'm sort of just all over the place and trying to figure what we got to do. And maybe I'll finish this off on the side. I should be back tomorrow regardless anyways, so. You also have fire? No. So, let's attack the green monkeys. They're very mean. Oh, where's the cap? That did not do a lot of damage, unfortunately. Of course, they come together. Randy Orlando could have used the Heat Wave instead. That didn't happen. Oh, just the world is out to wreck you. Indeed it is, I think. Let's just murder them. Just put them out of their misery. On a fine note, ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna do it for the stream. Camels, Stew, Penguins, any others I may have missed. Miss Rainbow Sparkles, of course. Keeping Shalicard happy is the tough go. We appreciate the contributions. As always, Stu, thank you for being a good sport today as well as Camel. We should see you tomorrow. Another off day. That's okay, but not call it a day, but run away from that big thing. He keeps coming. Anyways, as Kenny Omega says, ladies and gentlemen, goodbye and good night. Bang. We will see you tomorrow. Probably more Persona tomorrow. Let's do some work in that. So, all the best, guys. Bye.